How about the captions?
There they
Hey!
Wow.
How about
Crushing it
them
tonight.
captions?
10 out of 10. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are NotGreatRPG, and we're here once again for the City of Oshuamp. We'll go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then after a brief recap, we will pick up where we left off last week in a cave. My name is Don, and I'll be playing Ether Revia, not Tony Stark, and I did not build this in a cave.
I'm Chelgrim and I play Nezc.
Alright, I've done that one.
I'm Paul, and I play Felix, hater of hill people.
What's wrong with Appalachians?
I hate when you find out the next one's called Hillsong.
Great.
I'm Glenn, and I play Forrest, and I'm just a box of scraps.
Thank you.
My name's Chell, I play Thariel, and I support Gatelight girl keeping and girl bossing.
Gatelight?
Gatelight.
Yeah, I said what I said, I stand by it.
He did it!
Yes.
I'm Sarah. I play Ritora, and I'm definitely not worried about what's in this cave.
Oh, the hill people? They're
In
nice.
the cave?
They're in the cave?
Whoa. There's a lot of caves. I don't know why we're assuming.
This one, the one where...
Yeah.
Oh. I mean,
Keep
We
the
have two
girls.
forms of trucite.
yeah. Dude, the people are weird. You give them some bath salts and they're hard to see. They move so fast.
I just like to think they're like the Jawas from like Star Wars.
Yes.
It's just like, teeny.
So we run away.
I was gonna say,
Cute
we're
We're
not
gonna take
that
all of our
lucky.
things.
They're gonna stand up and be like,
Oh no.
it's like, run!
I'll ask you to do the voice when you
Also, Mike, thank you for the quote. Much appreciated.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I'm John. I'm the DM for this campaign. Last one we played 2 weeks ago, we bid farewell to T.U. Ertl in his baby form as he let us in on a little bit more additional knowledge on the S for Feast, the thoughts of his when it comes to the consecration rituals of the World Tree. We theorized some stuff about balance between the Tree of Life and the Tree of Death. T.U. Ertl was like, I really would love to take a nap, so like, please just bury me in the dirt because I want to go to sleep. So we did that, and then we left.
The turtle said that.
Yeah,
the
not
turtle
a
said
self-answer.
that. Not a self-answer. I want to die, Don.
Whoa, you should take a nap.
Whoa! It's not a self-answer.
Big sleep.
I mean, nap is really subjective.
That's it, right? I wake up a completely new person every time.
I thought you were going to say completely nude, which true, also true.
A completely nude person.
Good God.
Man, I gotta take a nap.
Turn on the television.
Yeah, we left. We made our way through the last elements of the underground caverns here. Eventually found the spot that T.U. Ertl had instructed us towards. Climbed through various means using pulley systems, some ropes, and avoided the vines. Thariel didn't choose in the end to avoid the vines, instead electing to, with a medicinal eye, analyze the interior of the vines, finding a strange, almost fatty tissue-like gelatinous lime green substance that did remind the people of the liquid that was dripping over the other enormous, as previously described, false tree that looked like a massive tooth. Don, you know what's great about false tree?
Falls tree.
Oh, thank you. See, dude, when we played in Fall, the first town was called False Gate,
Oh, yeah.
and they've never once brought that up.
What do you mean?
We had a map.
We had to leave.
He lived there.
I didn't.
Hey, that's fair.
You were hiding out
I was there for 2 days and then everything exploded.
Yeah, you brought a skeleton.
I killed a lot of people unintentionally.
Yep.
Fine.
It happens.
Yeah.
They drowned. Don't worry about it.
Quick, get on the boat!
It was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Maybe you'll do better with the next one.
They drowned almost.
If we could have failed at every point, we did.
Yep. It was a great time.
You guys should go right. Here's all this lore. We're going to go left.
Turn it around!
Fuck John. Make up a new city. Alright, bitch, bet. Here's Dr. Jordan Michael, because fuck you guys. He slam dunks vaccines into the local kids.
I feel like that's the pitch they should have given for COVID.
Yeah.
Slam dunking vaccines into your
Right.
kids. Just, all right.
Yep.
Touchdown these vaccines.
Whoa.
Pokemon Go to the polls.
We got out of the cave. Thariel collected some goo from the widow's well. Adelstan ran over, carrying the 2 horses and the carriage behind him. We had a good time catching up with Adelstan, decided to go eastward towards the cavern that he had cleared out for us at the base of the mountains near Felfarthen. We went inside. He informed us that he smushed a bunch of orcs in there that were sleeping. That is, as we went inside and Vorst explored ahead, definitely found that they had been...
Smushed.
yeah, smushed. Like, badly smushed.
It is under my investigative eye that I determined the cause of death was smushed.
Like magnifying glass of broken pancaked body.
They were
He got
smushed.
Did someone like recommend doing like prestidigitations to just clean them up?
Yep.
I did,
Yep.
yes!
Yeah.
They're
we-
still bloody messes.
You can unsoil the
Oh, their
the
heads
blood.
are cracked in.
But you gotta
There's no
pick up
blood.
the skin, okay?
Just clean
Come
it
on,
up.
do you really want to break down the logistics of this? We will. We can get into the weeds.
They have like sinew everywhere. It's like just glistening.
get a
Oh,
rake.
it's like shiny.
Get a rake the skin.
I don't know.
Prestidigitation of the blood.
Wait. If
You're good.
If you're using a rake for skin, would that make it a flesh rake? Because I don't like that.
Yeah, no, it's a back scratcher.
Ooh,
What is a back scratch but a flesh rake?
Call it that. What?
So it appears a giant broke into the cave and decided to jump around on these men, smashing them to bits. It appears that it was, in fact, a monster mash.
Oh, boo!
I gotta go.
It was a graveyard.
God.
Oh my god.
clean up the
Well,
bodies.
pack it in. We're not gonna top that.
CSI Oshuamp.
Adelstan threw the corpses up into the mountainside for everybody. 'Cause we requested that. The rest of the guild decided to tuck the children into the furthest reaches of the cave away from the gore. There were some hill monsters that I made up. They're just fucking sick.
And you terrify Paul.
I love it.
We have to deal with those immediately.
There were like a dozen of them. They died in an avalanche. So, like, they're buried out there in the snow. And
What was the cause of? We did that, right?
Adelstan went
Yeah.
out there and
Yeah, I was like, we gotta
like-
deal with them, and he just hit
I think
the
he
hill.
like punched the cliff,
he
right?
punched the cliff.
He was trying to block the cave.
Yeah, he was gonna make a boulder to block the
That's
cave
right,
and then
that's right.
accidentally made an avalanche. So we're gonna pick up inside of the cave with an avalanche and some corpses outside.
So we're snowed in.
Yeah, we're snowed in now. We live here.
It's insulated.
It's really,
It's
really
good.
great, dude.
It's good.
Just constantly cave hopping.
If only there was someone
That
that
was
could get
the-
us out of stone.
Yeah.
That was the first intro and conclusion at the same time. We pick up in a cave. We live here. See you next week.
Congratulations. Thanks for coming. So we'll be back next Monday.
Yeah, you got a, big, predominantly nude stone giant who looks a little uncomfortable with the fact that he just, definitely made an avalanche and there's a shitload of snow cascading still behind him because you were the one who went out with him. And he's just kind of like, oh, I was fucked. Adelstan, not mean, make snow fall. Oops.
Are we still outside?
No, you guys came inside.
It's okay. It was an accident.
We all make
Adelstan
mistakes.
have many accents.
Oh no, we're frozen.
Phil Cave.
Premature rubbling.
Yeah. Adelstan tired now.
Did we freeze on
No,
stream?
we're good.
Yeah, Adelstan starts, crouching down and just walking deeper into the cave. It's gonna lay down on the corner like a big cat. He's gonna tuck himself in,
Did you
dude.
like punch the ground a bunch to
Yeah.
loosen up the gravel?
Yeah. Grimdar's just watching him punch the ground, just, yeah. Okay.
What was he saying before?
So bad. So hot.
He is muttering again under so hot. So bad.
He was canonically attracted to powerful people, so.
Yeah.
He's like a total babe. I mean,
Right?
Yeah.
Gives a whole new meaning to cracking open a cold one with the boys.
I mean, yeah, motherfuckers, there's like a guild here. We're in a snowy cave. Like I said, at this point in the campaign, we go where you guys want. Although we're snowed
This
in,
has been
so.
the goal for so. This has been the goal for so long.
Well, I got some
we got a moment.
drugs.
We got new drugs.
Got
We
new
have a
ones.
moment to rest and we got new drugs. Yeah! It's just the gang takes drugs again.
I'm not,
Again.
I'm not even leading this.
What drugs do you have?
All of them.
Work drugs.
Why do you have work drugs?
They were in his pocket.
Adelstan smushed.
He did.
Do you trust them?
I mean, I ran by what the ingredients are with
Yep.
people, so.
Yeah.
I mean, we got nothing but time to kill.
I believe last time we did speak with Iris about what this possibly might have been used for and decided that it was not a good idea.
So we do if they should not do that. No, that's a bad call.
No, Spellbane is used to imprison magic or give resistance to magic. Ashbark
right.
is used to construct a magical weapon. Blood Purge is used to neutralize poisons. Look at me with notes. Felsul bark is burnt and inhaled as a numbing agent. Silk root is a stimulant, and Terrazul is also a stimulant.
I mean, we have
Mix it all together.
like a potions lady with us.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think
believe-
definitively Seraphina could tell me if I could take it or not.
That's not her voice. I'm back.
God, could you imagine using my own NPC against me like that?
Oh, I've
man.
thought about it many times, but the NPCs that you've given us have not been ones that I've been overtly eager to use in the kindest way possible.
We'll just see
Fine
something.
leather.
I was like,
Right.
man just stands menacingly, his arms dragging
Yeah.
around.
What about Larman Greenboot just over there fucking around living life?
Please don't!
What's wrong with him? Larman Greenboot was a perfectly fine man.
Asparagus tender grass.
That's the name of the orc shaman now.
The dead one?
Yeah, the dead guy on the ground.
Right. He's not on the ground
He
anymore.
would have been. It sounds like a meth dealer. Dude. He's cooking shit in a tub. His name's Green Boot.
Yeah, he hangs out with Walter White.
Wasn't his, like, sheep operation, like, a front?
Yeah, dude. For
So, yeah,
blueberry
drug
smuggling.
What
What the fuck are you guys
Oh,
talking
grapes.
about?
That's right. It was grapes, not blueberries.
Yeah, for wine.
Sheep operation.
He bred sheep to cover his grape operation.
Yeah, I mean, Seraphina's a lady. If you want to ask Seraphina, like, she's around.
Yeah, I think,
you're a lady.
I think we had discussed last time that we were going to do that. I forgot that we did.
Alright, well, walk over to Seraphina.
She just. Hi, Vorst.
Hi, so I found this.
Oh,
I'll show her.
drugs.
And I'll tell her what I know is in it. And,
So, wicked mix.
yeah.
Wicked concoction, bro.
She have a long and grain.
Does she seem like she has a tick or an itch or?
You don't want that. That's bad. Gimme.
Hey, you shouldn't have.
You don't want none of this.
I mean, she like looks at them and like points at the ash bark and the felsil bark, and she's like, these are less used medicinally, so like I wouldn't have as much interaction with them. But Spellbane and Silk Root and DJ's dying.
Lay off the Bane, dude. My God.
At least we'll have his last moments on camera.
It's just Bigfoot walking off in the woods. Never to be seen again.
Open that, you fiend!
What?
Open that!
It was closed.
Open it! How do you like this?
The stimulants though are
Yeah.
they can be used in various potions as catalysts. They don't really make anything by themselves, though. But as an herbal tea, like again, they do provide an awakening.
Like
God
coffee?
damn it!
Like coffee?
Yes, like coffee. Much stronger. Cocaina.
What's that?
This is the Narcos episode.
Not again!
Cocoa.
Much later than we thought. Yeah!
I love chocolate.
So their shaman had it, and he also had a piece of paper that like read out the way to Whitehall is through the Dream Eye. I think they may have been trying to use the drug to see.
I mean, across all kinds of cultures and experiences, you can have meditative properties that can be only awoken through the use of psychostimulants.
That's a lot of big words.
Things get weird when you get fucked up and go nighttime.
Hot stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hot stuff. I've heard.
Yeah.
I usually do it myself in my basement.
Cool.
Yes. This kind of looks like this cave, actually.
It does.
Serafina, can you predict what you think might happen if somebody were to use this in like a small dose?
Microdose? So my microdose, can I get over my feelings?
Ask for a friend.
Oh, I don't feel so bummed about dying.
Yes, I mean, there's... I wouldn't be able to predict what you would see. I might be able to predict what kind of experience you could have.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, microdosing is a healthy thing when you've got people there to care for you and aftercare prepared. And
I've got an excellent trip sitter.
yeah, I mean, we've got, therapy available within the guild. You guys have health insurance, right?
Yes.
I left my card in the cave.
This cave or another cave?
The other one.
The deducticable's gonna be
We'll have to talk to
unreal.
HR.
Talk to HR.
Please tell me it's Christian.
I only have
Brand.
I'm just going to have her look at Engelson and go, hey, Rumbler.
I only have hell insurance.
Oh. Well, I mean, that'll be good when you go there.
Are life insurance policies taken out in this group? Can we?
I think
Asking
I'm
for a
ready to
friend.
cash in on mine. I think my policy's gone now.
You've been arrested for fraud.
Yeah, I mean, we've got,
I don't have my death certificate. Damn.
a lot of those things are done through the gambling.
So like, we've tried different stuff before and like kind of like dreamwalked stuff.
All right.
Would this be similar to that?
Well, I mean, the none of the ingredients here necessarily have hallucinogenic properties. The stimulants are capable of enhancing this experience. The numbing agent is therefore in case an individual has a bad experience to help them enter into a state of horrifying sleep paralysis. But at least they can't harm anyone.
Okay. And
then there's tree bark here, which not really used for any of the things that like these aren't really
Salty?
like yeah
It's
these
so
are
weird.
like the other two barks like definitively are different. So I don't think that necessarily all these things were being used in one concoction. I think that there was probably something they were trying to learn how to make, and believed that some of these ingredients might have been pertinent in future construction.
so is this like something that we could like... We would have to sit down and experiment with it in order to see how it's used?
I mean, you could. I'm not going to say you can't. There's children here, so like...
Offer the children to do it.
Let's try with the guinea pigs first.
They're practically
Usually we
nice.
trial rodents, but children are just as good.
Here's an upgrade dog.
I mean,
He can take it.
So,
children, rodent.
Yeah,
like,
Give him an adult portion. he's got poison resistance. Come on.
so would you be able to take this and formulate it to something for...
I could cook something up.
Let's get to cooking.
Let her cook.
Yeah, I mean, I have, my supplies and things with me and other
There's
tinctures.
also some alchemist supplies here, too. Like, they're kind of damaged,
goody.
but... Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, broken vials can still hold some liquid.
I'm gonna hand her the stuff and just be like,
Great.
yeah.
Free drugs. What? You gave her all the drugs? All of them?
Well, no, I'm legitimately. Did she have a
trapped
tick
here.
or anything when she was looking at them?
You can make an insight check.
She's trapped with us. What is she gonna do?
Yeah,
Take them all?
Seraphine is good people.
You've never
Okay.
seen somebody on drugs dig. She should be out of that tone.
Oh, just going to town.
Is it insight?
Yeah.
It's a 22.
Yeah. All right.
This is the same woman that we, like,
Twinkle
put a
her
bunch of
eyes.
stuff that was really expensive in her hands to help save her life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
But how much of that did we use? Did we use all of it? Did you check? I didn't check.
Have you ever seen a meth head look for the rats in the walls? It doesn't go well.
Rat? What? Is this like a saying?
there's guinea pigs in the walls. I heard them talking about it.
It's like a saying.
Well, no, it's not like a saying, but like auditory hallucinations are a thing. And just hallucinations,
Hallucinations.
like stuttering in your speech and not using the right words, all signs of meth use.
I'm pretty sure it's a sign of stroke. Calling an ambulance.
Yeah, she takes the drugs. Oh, goody. Well, I mean, you can keep the tree bark. Again, those things seem much more like they're, not going to stay with me for this. But I'll mix some of my stuff.
Is it possible that if they combined these things together that they perhaps were trying to capture something within the vision?
I don't follow.
Spellbane being used to imprison magic, Ashbark to construct a magical weapon, Felselbark as the numbing agent. If they had some sort of a vision,
Like, trying to bring something back through it.
yes, we are obviously all very familiar with people seeing things that they themselves have not experienced. What if these are used to try to capture some sort of magical essence from within that vision and bring it here?
Like your, thingy.
Yes, to
Well-
give it a physical form.
You're all then experiencing something much grander than just a hallucination. I cannot grasp and return to this world with anything that I've hallucinated.
Yes. I simply mean with the Spellbane and the Ashbark. Perhaps they were combining it with this.
Perhaps. Again, that is not what I, as an apothecary, have ever experienced or experimented with.
Understood.
Is there anybody in the guild that you think would have?
Experimented with hallucinogenics to try to access some kind of immaterial plane and give it material form.
Not necessarily just that. I mean, like the ash bark and stuff like that. Like the ash bark and the felsel bark.
We don't have any extra stuff from Malithal and Melisy, do we?
It kind of sounds to me like if the ash bark is
Okay. I don't know who would have
used
had
to
it.
make magical weapons,
Mm-hmm.
one could combine it with a stimulant and really, fuck up the next person that looks at you the wrong way.
I mean,
Give me the drugs.
I know of somebody, right, in the party that was given drugs not against their will.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. I mean, you're familiar with somebody who was definitely drugged out of her mind.
Yeah. I mean, I would not recommend letting this person use drugs again, but they do have an experience and wisdom, I guess, in terms of like the effects of being on drugs of that sort, possibly.
Sabrina?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know where these drugs originate from or what their purpose is, but if it's something similar to stuff that they're using in the Inner Sanctum, I mean, you have somebody that has a first-hand experience with it.
Yeah, it's not the first time that we've come across stuff like this, some of these things before, so wouldn't be too far-fetched to think that maybe the Inner Sanctum was using something similar.
Sabrina, I know you didn't know what exactly they were giving you, but do any of these things sound familiar, or any of the effects that they might cause sound familiar to the things they were giving you?
The only one that sounds familiar to me is Spellbane. I was fed it in abundance. Consistently to keep my magic in prison so that I could not fight off my captors. The other things that I was given I did not ever know the name of. I only knew Spellbane because it grows abundantly here in the north.
How much Spellbane is there? Is it just a small amount because it was just in someone's pocket?
It was on a table.
Yeah, it was in like a crate. Like,
Yeah.
it's a reasonable amount. Like, it's a couple ounces.
I mean, it's... If you want to test the drugs, that's fine, but it also probably wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe turn it into I don't know what the proper word is for it, but I'm just thinking like the blow dart from with Ace Ventura, where it's just like
Tranquilizer?
like a tranquilizer. But like if you come across an enemy that uses magic,
Or like pocket sand.
or like pocket sand, just right to the face,
Yeah, I mean, I can make these things into toxins or poisons.
If we have enough left, once we've discovered what exactly this does, I would...
Yeah, I don't have all the necessary ingredients. I mean, again, I'm an apothecary. I am also a poisoner by nature, therefore, because I need to understand poisons to understand how to counteract the poisons. I didn't bring my poisoner's kit, though, because I was like, we're taking care of children.
You never know.
I mean, yeah, of course you never know, but like I thought, like, you guys have hitting sticks and other things of that nature, and we were in a rush, and...
You didn't bring Aether's poison? Poison for Aether? Aether's poison?
Well, I mean...
Don't go together now.
That, Jesus Christ, dude, as always here. Kiss me.
Cyanide too?
It's fine.
But I also don't have, when constructing a poison, especially for something like Spellbane, because it's an herbal applicant, I do need a delivery method, not just in the dart, but I need some kind of gelatinous substance that is capable of carrying said Spellbane.
Oh man, if only I had a gelatinous
Whoa, you need Jello! Do you actually pull the jar out?
Yeah.
What's that?
This is some goo that I
This is some goo.
Goops, slimes.
I typically
My thing.
am not affected by like some of the things that cause harm to other people in terms of like plants and poisons and things like that. So I was checking out the widow's whale, right? That's what that was.
Oh.
Yeah, and I noticed that some of the I don't know how to describe them. The pockets on them, when like cut open, it had a like a green like sap.
Okay.
So I collected some, knowing that like I think I had like a small effect from them, or like I noticed that they could cause like paralysis and things like that. Mm-hmm. So in the same sense of using them for a poison, I figured I'd collect some in hopes that maybe I could use it for future.
Yes, I could make you a very potent poison. That would be both a paralytic and an imprisonment for magic.
I would love that. If
I
you
just
would be
need
so
the
inclined.
goo.
Can I insight check her? Just make sure there's no like evil glint in her eyes. It's like, give me the goo.
You don't really know her, right?
No. Where's my dice? I'd like to make a goo check.
Oh my, drugs and goo. Thanks, guys.
Please don't fuck
Don, you remember the really nice lady one with foam?
The one that I said we should have killed!
Yeah.
Remember what she did?
Yeah.
It's an
old
18.
Great lady Teledice.
No.
Huh?
Didn't she turn into that?
No. What's her name?
Back on the island.
Yeah, it was between her and Brick.
Spider lady.
Spiders! Oh yes, spiders!
Yeah, Spider Lady.
That lady! Spiders?
Everyone, spiders on free.
Terrible words.
I was the old woman that helped Bran when he got cut in half.
That was a hag.
Yeah.
You said an 18?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Let me message you.
Let me just double check my stuff. I do think I
There's
have
one
2
left.
vials.
Yeah, we'll say you got 2. Fuck it.
You were a savage. You didn't want any of them until it was the last one.
God, I'm right.
You were a villain.
But I'm sitting here on the hero side. It's fine.
This isn't the hero side, Paul. I'm on this side.
What are you talking about? You're a paladin.
You are the hero.
He was trained by a hag. It's fine.
Whoa.
I'm getting hasty here. There you go. I would really love the goo. Like, I could make so many...
Oh, she's twitching! Twitching! Twitching!
I mean, yeah, like, at this point, she's been presented with, like, some weird new foreign substance. Like, those are drugs.
I don't like the message you sent me, but
That's
I
fine.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you wouldn't mind explaining it to me, so I might be able to...
mash the spellbane up. I'm going to heat it and turn it into an emulsified liquid, and then I'm going to incorporate it into the goo.
I don't think we should do any heating in here while
Well,
the,
I mean,
while
I could
the
do
door's blocked
Oh, that's right.
of
there's
any
no
of those
ventilation.
substances.
Certainly, there's no ventilation. Grimdar.
Oh.
Dig a tunnel.
Oh.
Take a time, dig.
Hurry up. Okay. Through the snow, ideally, like out.
Digging these holes, Grandpa.
Okay. He just starts lumbering over towards the opening of the cave.
But
He just starts punching into the snow. Just boxing the snow. Not digging, just actively beating into the snow.
It's
as
just
he-
belting in the
compacting and getting
distance.
harder and
Yep,
harder.
uh-huh.
Grimdark. Use the hammer I gave you.
Hammer. Bang! 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 He just starts hitting the snow with a
How
hammer.
much
now.
taller is this hammer than he is?
I mean, it's like he's a reasonable 3'4", so I mean, it's most of his height in composition. So, he's managing, but he's just bonk, bonk.
He's making progress.
No, that's not how digging works. He's just absolutely compacting the center.
walls are not floors, punching is not digging.
Yeah.
Fence are not homes.
You have a lot to learn.
Thank you.
Yep.
Plants aren't rocks.
So I mean, I'm sure he'll get through, and then we can, cook up some poisons and drugs.
Sure, maybe a little later. Let's see what the stuff does first, and then we'll...
Certainly. Could I look at the goo a little more closely?
It was very hard for me to extract. I hope you don't take any offense. I would rather keep it on my
going
person. I'm sorry, you do.
You're kind of gatekeeping right
I
now.
understand.
I have 3 philosophies I live by. Okay, buddy, let me explain them to
What
you.
did he say?
Girl boss goo keep.
Gate light.
Gateway.
Goo light, goo keep.
Goo boss.
I'm goo boss.
I'm goo bossing right now, so.
I don't know actually
That
about.
sounds like a badass feminist way of taking control of your menstrual cycle. Yeah, I'm goo bossing one of it.
Gel's dead.
I'm so scared I'm just gonna spit my water.
Always wait when they take a drink, right, John?
I'd hate to see the gelatinous cubes in that world.
Gelatinous goos.
Oh God! All right, bring us back here. Bring us back here.
We gotta go to the drugs again. We gotta get away from that.
Grimdar hitting the rocks.
Yeah, so I mean, other than that, there's not really much going on. Like, the kids are predominantly asleep. The guild members are, tending to the children, unpacking the wagon. This is very Oregon Trail-esque. Like, there's not really sufficient wood for them to be building anything in here.
Do I have to roll for diarrhea?
Yeah.
You died of
How
dysentery.
old is Serafina, right? That's her name?
Oh, that is an excellent question.
Constitution saving throw.
What was it called? Something being.
Spellband.
Oh, she looks very young. She's a 5'8", half-elven woman. She looks like Wendy from Wendy's, actually, now that I think about it.
That's like Wendy.
Yeah, just half-elven. Yeah, so, she's the Wendy's girl, I guess.
Serafina, how long have you been working with poisons and like herbs and things like that?
Oh, since I was a little girl. It was always piqued my interest.
How long ago was it that you were a little girl?
Oh, 20, 25 years now.
I like the insight checker.
Sure.
Oh, I was close. 20, unnatural.
Okay. Unnatural.
Supernatural 20.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't seem to stir any sense of change in her speech or anything like that. Like, it seems like she pauses for a moment and tries to think back in her head through, like, the early memories of her childhood with the exploration and, like, the interest starting to arise, where, like, you can see her kind of, like, muttering under her breath, like, I mean, I started fucking around with, like, weird things at, like, 4 or 5 years old, so yeah, like, 20, 25 years ago now, like, I'll be 30 soon. Oh my god, I'll be 30 soon.
Feel that.
Oh, I really gotta start doing more drugs. Yeah, so, a bit.
Who did you work with?
Sex
Like,
deal.
who did you learn under?
I didn't learn under anybody.
No.
You just taught yourself?
Yes. Oh,
Nope.
Very, curious person. I find the best way to learn is to experience it yourself.
I mean, that could be pretty dangerous. I'm surprised you've, no offense, made it thus far.
Wow.
I mean, you're practicing with drugs, like these are paralytics and these could be very deadly.
Well, I mean, yeah, I had friends.
Oh, I wouldn't have pinned you as the no, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, I wouldn't really experiment with dosages that I would have considered to be dangerous, especially when alone. But, I mean, it's important to me to know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've definitely had some bad occasions where things have gone awry and I've woken up in a stupor or outside of my shop in the snow, in the cold, and obviously those were treacherous experiences. You're right, I have been lucky to survive this long, but it has only made me that much better at understanding.
How did you get your shop?
Money?
Sure. I wasn't sure if there was.
Rod?
I make
The guy with the tent. What's that?
I made a
I came from
deal.
the south
Sure.
with I was gonna say a stipend, but it's not a stipend. It's like I came from the south with a bit of a
Small business loan.
yeah, like I mean my mother had
Is it a dowry?
No, not a dowry for that's for marriage, but something similar like
Trust fund.
sure, yeah, but I mean my father had passed. My mother
She
was
spent it all in drugs.
retired. My father was a successful business owner down in Endemar. My mother knew that I was very inquisitive and that there were many things up here that I was very interested in. And my mother grew ill, and I've been searching for panacea to help her for a long time. So, yeah, I fuck around with drugs and hope that eventually someday I'll find something that might cure my mother.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what it is that ails her?
No, a very strange disease. Presents with sores on the flesh and a sense of malaise. It's claimed her eyesight.
Is that leprosy?
She's lost her limbs.
Oh! Should go to fall and call up Iris's daughter, the Spider Woman. Bring her back to life.
Yeah, I've not been home in several years. I do correspond with her. monthly. I send letters back, and she's still doing all right. Obviously, someone else has to read
I
them
was
to
gonna
her.
say, who's reading them? Just doodled scribbles on the paper. I'm assuming she's okay.
Holes in the paper for Braille.
Yeah.
Just punch her.
That she doesn't know how to read.
So you're saying any drug is safe to use as long as you have friends around?
You know.
Oh, not again.
Dog got into the mushroom.
Spit it out! Spit it out!
Reuben, no.
Oh no!
You just hear from the corner of the cave. They're not on the carpet!
Not on the cockcloth.
Oh, Edelstone's best cockcloth is ruined.
You pissed in my shorts!
You shit.
And you have sent instructions for someone to manufacture things for her, but nothing has worked so far.
No, I've not found anything that I feel would be suitable for her care.
Ah, all right.
I am also looking genuinely for something that would alleviate the pain of what she is going through, which is why I have experience with the paralytic agents and the numbing agents and things of that nature. Not all the things I anticipate are going to just be a solution to the ailment, but might be capable of assisting her and providing more comfort.
Understood.
We did send some of the ailment, specifically what Luna has made.
Yes.
It did not alleviate her symptoms.
Very sorry to hear that.
Thank you. What about that goo? It's a little later now.
Might I ask why you're showing such an interest in it?
I mean, the widow's wail we do know has at least some sense of medicinal properties. It's an ingredient in Luna's ailment that I help her create, but we've never experimented at all with any kind of gelatinous substance from within the vines itself. We've only utilized the external white puffball that still carries a medicinal property to it.
I wouldn't mind lending you a small amount to try and gather information. I do, though, want to drive home the point that it was very difficult to obtain.
Oh yes, I don't intend to take all of it, and I don't intend to use it. I just intend to analyze it.
Okay. I think I had some still on my finger. No, I think I coated a dagger. I had scooped some off and it was on a dagger. I passed the dagger to her.
Yeah, she would take the dagger.
It works!
Let's clean that off for you. Time for another pact!
Yeah, no, I mean, she takes it, she notices that it's, started to congeal, almost like solidify. Taps at it, it's like an almost like taffy style stickiness to it now.
Like molasses?
Like
kinda?
molasses, yeah, absolutely. Where as her finger pulls away from it, it kind of latches. And then she pulls and, oh yes, there's definitely something very strange to this in its nature. As a person very well versed with plants, it does feel like this is probably a defense mechanism for the plant, as though it expels or expunges this to coat and contaminate whatever person attempts to damage the vine's exterior.
Yeah, that's why it was so difficult to try and capture it.
Yes, I understand. And she would offer the knife back to you. Thank you.
Of course.
Again, I do not want to overstep boundaries when it comes to trying to understand this stuff. It is very dangerous.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Do you think that it might be acidic in nature or have some sort of a dissolving effect?
She would hold up her finger. You would see that there wouldn't be any necessary, damage or stripping of flesh.
What do you think, Ethier? What do you think?
Yeah, you tell me.
How's it look?
You fuck.
Oh shit, there's birds in the cave!
Damn, you're on fire.
I know.
She would, point at the area where you wouldn't really see any residual, you wouldn't see any damage to the composition of her skin.
Is it doing the weird thing that like lidocaine does, where it like kind of bleaches your skin in the area that it's contacting?
Yeah, where
it's,
like
it's whiter,
whitening it a little bit. Yeah, like that. So I mean, again, like obviously, despite not having like a microscope, when you actually do look closely at your finger, like you can see the grooves and the indentations of your fingerprints. So like,
You just
as she goes like this, like you would see in the grooves around her fingerprint, like less white, but more the like the lime green residual, kind of almost like a very faint staining, like for wine drinkers whenever you get the fucking wine mouth, like that kind of shit. So like not bad, but
Sure.
not harmful, but definitely felt as though when I contacted it that it activated or responded, which is unorthodox for a plant.
Responded in a sense that, as if it was trying to communicate.
Oh no, it clung to my flesh and I had to strip it off of me. It's not a strong pull, as it's
Sure.
only a congealed gelatinous mess on a blade. But
We have. I only ask because when you said that it acted as a defense mechanism with being expelled, we have witnessed the widow's wail take bones and bodies and drag them into the ground, and I thought that it might dissolve it, but that does not seem to be the case in this instance.
It
I
only
was
did
scared
that
when
with
you
the dead, though.
Yes,
Yeah. I was scared when you said it clung to your finger because I
we've.
ran
Yeah.
into something similar to that. They were like these spiders that like spit out black goo,
And also the fountain.
and then I touched it and it like grabbed onto my finger and wouldn't come off and was burning, but like cold burn. And I think we had to like freeze it and chip it off of me,
Yes.
and it was like growing while it was on my hand. I'll pull my glove off and show her like the scarring on my finger.
yes, I mean, we know of living oozes that they are sentient but absent of consciousness. Perhaps that is what this is. But I do not understand why there would be an ooze contained within this vine. As though an external carapace.
What's a carapace?
Carapace is the exterior shell of
Like a bug.
a bug-like creature.
A bug.
Yeah. Consider it the shell or the protective armor that would protect your fleshy bits.
Part of me does wonder, like, why the exterior of it is so hard to pierce.
Of the vine itself, of Widow's Wail?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, at that, like, Corin, as the person that did procure it for Luna from, like, inside of the mausoleum back inside of Oshuamp, like, he would kind of stop what he was doing as he's working with helping the children and just kind of turn over his shoulder. I only procured the exterior, the white, bulb-like structure. That was what we used in the ailment. There were times, though, that the vines, I could tell, were still in motion, as though growing, spreading, looking for another body, perhaps to pull through a grave and deeper into the dirt below. And I would attempt to sever the vine with my blade, and it almost felt as though
It
Why
was
not?
alive.
when I would break through the vine, it would expel this goo, but then it would retract.
What? We know widow's wail as a plant.
Yep.
But what if it isn't? The fact that you peel the layer back and it's got this tendon-like structure, the fact that it's got goo almost like blood or like sinew. What if this isn't a plant? What if it's like a bug?
Like a skunk.
Well, no, maybe not like a skunk.
Yeah. If it feels threatened, it's gonna just like.
Sure. I'm thinking more like a scorpion.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah, I guess I wouldn't know what a scorpion is. Like
One of those snow
a
scorpions.
snow scorpion.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll say snow scorpions are a thing.
No!
Episode 103. Snow scorpion.
Nobody wants that.
When should
The
we react to-
stinging!
I've accommodated a player's request. I've done nothing.
We all
wrong.
said no!
So when are we doing the
Person
snow
asked.
scorpion king?
Yep.
Where's the temple?
Right.
Just saying.
Dwayne the Glacier Johnson.
The glacier.
No.
The Avalanche
He is
Johnson.
the mountain.
Dwayne the Mountain Johnson. Jesus.
So hot. So bad.
Corin, when you worked with the plants, did you also like manage to cut through the like outer casing of the vine? Like, did you notice?
I
the same
wouldn't ever
structure?
split it. I would break it. So the vine would break into pieces, almost what would look like. Well, have you ever seen a sword break and you get fragments like large pieces that would splinter off? It would break like that.
So once it's severed from the host, more or less, it just shatters.
Hello. You looked at me.
Give me your
Hello.
fingers.
Yes, that happened very sporadically. It was not a frequent thing that I had to do. But it would expel the goo, and it had a congealed consistency to it, and then it would retract back in the remaining portion of the vine and kind of recede away from me into the walls or the dirt more.
Did you ever get the goo on you?
No, I've never been gooed on. My doctor. Don't be ridiculous.
I'd only be curious if it would have affected you back then.
Perhaps. I don't know. I mean, I could eat some of the goo now.
Well, you're not how you were then.
Oh, vampire.
Yeah.
Carolyn, we need someone to eat goo.
I mean, I'm also a vampire.
Are you?
Am I?
You're a daywalker. She's a daywalker. What do you mean? We've already established this.
You don't have the same.
Yell low from the distance. Oh, what?
I knew it! You hear from the other side.
She's definitely a vampire.
Yeah,
As a
I don't think it was a
vampire.
secret.
Like, she is a vampire.
Yeah, but don't you have something else going on with you?
Oh yeah, she's fucking like a weird one.
I'm quirky. It's fine.
Daywalker.
I'm just curious, like,
yes, that's
if
a
we
good
make
word
this,
for it, Felix.
if we make this
One who
poison
walks
out
in
of it,
day.
I'm like a manic pixie dream vampire.
well, if we make this poison out
What?
of it, I would hate to use it on a vampire and like it have absolutely zero effect. You know,
Yeah.
I kind of want to know what we're working with.
I don't really want to hurt any of our companions.
Oh no! I mean, like the touch test. You know.
You lick the tree rock,
Yes.
But also,
so just
she
eat the goo.
No, she she harvested it and didn't have any
Yeah, just-
effect.
Why am I being volunteered? No.
You said a vampire.
I would genuinely just like to know if a vampire would be affected by the paralysis just
Carolyn.
Real quick though,
by a touch test.
when I was extracting the goo, was it just that? Was it like very, very viscous, or would you say it has like a similar like consistency to blood?
It was very viscous.
Like an aloe vera.
Yeah.
Okay.
The opposite effect.
I wonder if the outside of the vine is some sort of like a shell.
Like a carapace.
Yes, I lived by the ocean, and crabs and other things would frequently shed their shell and grow a new one.
Yes.
like a spider.
Yes.
Like a snow scorpion.
When yes, like a snow
Non-existent. I'm
scorpion.
not it.
Molting.
Yes. I wonder if that goo is some sort of a tendril and not a plant. If it was able to retract within the carapace.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's the same type of plant that everybody like assumes it is. I think it might be a living thing. I'm trying to think like what I wouldn't know what an urchin is, but like
Yeah.
Like a sea cucumber.
Poor.
a sea cucumber.
Cucumber.
Cucumba.
Do we have sea cucumbers?
Cucumbers, yeah.
Well, see.
Cucumbers.
Goo. Nope, the B's important there, man.
You what?
Cucumba.
Cucumba.
Very hydrating.
No, I think it's something that's alive.
I mean, didn't you guys posture that it was possibly the afflicted bits of the world tree thingy?
I did see what
think
looked
somebody
like
paused.
widow's wail when I saw the tree of death.
Maybe it's one of those trees. Because I mean, if it's a tree of life or death, it's like it's still very much alive.
What I saw was up in the like the canopy of the correct?
Sorry, what was that?
When I saw the tree of death, what I saw was like the widow's wail that I saw was up in the canopy of the tree.
Correct.
Not like the roots or
Not
anything.
underground, correct.
And did I see roots?
You saw the things that were breaking out of the ground by the snow. So, like, again, it was a tree at the external barrier around it in a semicircle towards you. There was dirt that was exposed that you had seen roots kind of rippling towards you in like a wave-like composition, and then obviously transgressed below the snow line, and then a hand broke out and grabbed at your leg.
That part's spooky. The tree roots were specifically looked like tree roots, though.
I mean, they were jet black, but they did have the similar material composition to tree roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not like the vines of the...
Correct, not like the vines.
So what I saw was similar to the widow's wail, but it was up in the tree as if it was part of its foliage, not in the ground like the widow's wail that we've seen.
Didn't we already make the connection between the widow's wail and a rotting one?
I thought so, yeah.
So that's why it retreats, because it's more sentient than any other plant.
Yes.
I've never tried to check to see if it was something that could be manipulated like a plant would be able to.
Like talk to?
You know how
Talk
you
to
spoke to
or-
the pumpkin.
I don't want to do that again.
Because you speak to the widow's well.
What about the goo?
We don't have widow's wail. We do have some goo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can you talk to the goo?
I don't know if the goo is sentient or like if the goo is like technically alive.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
I would be worried that if you talk to the widow's wail, you will connect with the rotting one, that it will consume your mind.
Exactly.
You're
I don't
quite
know.
susceptible to that thing, too.
I don't know that the rotting one has a use for minds. I think it has a use for skin.
Yes, but it
She has
had
plenty of it.
previously.
It's like the biggest organ on her
True.
person.
Really?
It is, yes. Your skin has the biggest organ in your body.
Like a piano?
Like a piano.
What?
You know about pianos?
Yeah.
Organ.
We are
What-
but musical beings.
What if
We take her skin.
the
Rotting one won't want her if she doesn't have any skin.
the rot? What if that is not a disease that comes from the mines? What if it is a disease that draws people to the mines? In the vision, we saw those, the dwarves and Arthur. The dwarves were flayed by whatever that was within the mine.
The whippy tendril thingies?
Yes.
The rotting one.
What if the disease that we know as the rot is something that draws people to it?
I would think the draw would be the promise of gold and riches in this place.
Yes.
I mean,
Not that isn't some sort of lie that's been told. Has anyone come out of the mines with these
Catherine's
riches?
got the rod, so she had the rod, so
Arthur did.
Yeah, people absolutely have come out
They
of
have.
mines with dollars. Arthur bucks. No, they've come out with gold. Like, that is genuinely, Arthur has said before that, like, other people were successful in expeditions into the mines. It's just very treacherous.
Is it known whether Widow's Wail was in the mines?
We saw vines.
Based
yeah.
upon what was seen via them through Arthur's memories, yes.
Okay.
But can we trust that memory?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do think it would make sense for the rot to call them to a place, but it could also have come from the mine still.
Yes.
Do we know what causes the rot?
Widow's Wail.
So are you sure you want someone to consume the goo at the risk of possibly catching the rot?
Not consume the goo. It was simply a touch test is what I was positing. I said it 6 times.
Oh, sorry.
I just want a vampire to touch it so I know it paralyzes vampires.
I think
so I can hunt them.
I was gonna say, I think I did touch it. It didn't have any effect on me. Or
Yeah,
like,
You're not a normal
you're special.
vampire.
Do we have to say it?
I'm gonna poke your horns.
This is the first time we've called you special and you've been like, ugh.
I'm normal!
So say it one more time. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, if
Carolyn!
She's doing it again!
Not those ones, these ones.
I mean, if you desperately want a vampire to touch the goo, then I will have the knife out. You can pick a vampire.
Sabrina.
No one, hang on. Not that one.
Snap it off.
And not Carolyn either.
So
Those are
Catherine.
mine.
Catherine.
No, not Catherine.
Catherine's a bad baseline! Catherine already had the ride!
Yeah.
So
True.
Carolyn.
That's
So
why,
is
that's why they
Sabrina.
turned-
Not so.
Do we know any vampires that haven't had the ride? Come on!
It would have
Her and Sabrina.
Sabrina!
been Corin, but he's not a vampire anymore.
Yep.
Sabrina's been through.
Could I politely ask Sabrina
She
to
just
touch
needs
the
to
goo?
touch it! It's not gonna kill her!
How would you ask
about
Sabrina?
Please touch the goo.
Yeah, she's.
You attacked us all like a monster.
Lidocaine. That's all I'm asking!
Do us this
Just
favor.
tap it!
I don't think it's
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll do it.
It shouldn't hurt you.
Like Sabrina just tapped it.
Don't lie to her.
all
We
I
don't know what it'll do.
If your limbs grow weird again, we'll just, make you go to sleep.
We've got a lot of goo on this knife. You better watch it there,
She
green
just needs
guy.
to tap it. Just a tap.
Just a tap.
All right. I've loved you very much.
Oh no, you're not touching it. You're not gonna touch it.
No.
No, she's pregnant, and B, with
With Satan! She's pregnant with Satan!
so we're gonna bring her closer to her demise with the touching of the thing. No,
Oh.
no, don't say that. You just think of a happy thought. We can go, oh.
Wow! Look at that.
You're right. Yippee! I get to kill again.
No!
Hooray!
No. Oh, my friend.
Look what you've gotten us into.
Me! What did I do?
You took the goo.
You goo keep one time.
Man.
Oh no.
So she would rise from where she was sitting and step over towards you, and genuinely, she would hold her hand out over the blade and say, like, I've loved you very much. Just in case something does happen. You never know in this world.
We don't have to do this.
I mean, Felix asked.
Who's Felix? We don't have to do this.
Felix? What's that?
What's that?
I've been calling him Green Man this whole time.
No,
Felix?
she gingerly moves towards the knife and places her index finger on it very quickly. As she gets close to the blade, it's almost like she hesitates when her fingers are only a few centimeters away, and she just... Oh,
What?
I can't move. And this is her not touching it. Like, a few centimeters away.
Paralytic aura. I'll
Can you
push.
move away from it?
I can't move.
Yeah, I put the knife
Yeah,
away.
I would say I'd push her hand down to pull. No, not hers.
Touch it!
I would push your hand down with the blade to move it.
God.
Yeah, no, as the blade moves, and angles away from her hand. She pulls back and recoils, and then her hand instinctively goes towards her belly.
Well, there's your answer. That's what it does.
It's very effective against vampires.
Pregnant ones.
Oh, not that. This
The baby stopped you.
would not let me touch it.
That's such a problem.
He's looking out for his mama.
Something in me shook and tightened as though my muscles within side of me constricted.
Paper just grips your spinal cord.
I want 40 history checks on if that's ever happened before.
You may absolutely roll a history check on. Have I ever seen a Brandon lady?
Not seen, heard of. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody in this goddamn place.
Roll 40 times.
Oh, it's so bad.
What's the one on the floor say?
No. Not remotely.
And I'll just look at everybody else like, what? Anybody else heard of that?
Can I make one on paralytics, particularly like in the realm of, paralytic sea life and that type of stuff? People drowning from touching like a sea urchin or something similar. Like, don't go near those things.
Sure. In terms of what kind of consequential value are you looking to gain? I respect that you have the background, but where is the train of thought directed?
Sure. In terms of is there I would assume I know of certain paralytic sea life. Do I know of paralytic sea plants that you can't get near? Something with an aura of
Sure. Yeah.
that type of thing.
Fire. Yeah. Fine.
18 on the die, so that's 19.
I would say that the idea of there being an aura would be not feasible to you as an intelligent man. Your correlation would be in the same way that animals have almost, supernatural instincts when it comes to capabilities as a prey for avoiding a predator that you have been hunted by, that you would know the patterns by which you are hunted and avoid those patterns.
Got it.
So
the goo works on Satan.
I was gonna say babies, but it's very effective against pregnant
if it's a demon baby and the demon baby stopped her, then...
Yeah, demon baby doesn't want to touch the goo.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
The rotting one is the good guy all along.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I'm here for morally gray.
I have one of the vials of the goo.
Yeah.
With it still corked and still in the vial,
Yeah.
and no dangers near her.
Yeah.
Catch! Ignite!
I would, very gingerly be like, Sabrina, I'm not going to hurt you. I need you to know
I
I'm
trust you implicitly.
I want to just bring the small vial out and bring it near her belly and see what it does.
I would stop her from moving it in that direction.
Well, I mean, you would put a hand out to gesture to her to stop?
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
would
up to you whether or not
as
you
you
would...
pull the vial out and
As
push
I'm
it
going
towards
to-
her, I would put it in front of you and in front of the vial.
Yes.
I would not advise doing that. Something within her stopped her from touching it before. Certain creatures have, at least in nature, have animalistic tendencies to avoid things that they have been affected by before.
Oh, like when I know when it's gonna rain.
Yes. For prey-like animals, they understand how to navigate areas that they would not be hunted. They know which berries not to eat so that way it does not poison them. Her child does not wish for that to be near it. If you push that whole vial towards her, it may rip her backwards, tear her muscles to make her fall to the ground. It is only concerned with its own safety.
So is the baby a dog? You're having a puppy.
Or a devil.
Devil dog.
We've already dealt with one of those.
Like the sandwich? Delicious, tasty devil dog.
Is a devil dog a sandwich?
Sponsor us.
Yeah, I mean, I do respect that whatever well, there's no easier way to put it. Abomination has been put within me. I do understand that it comes from a different kind of malevolence with its nature, but as I've spoken with Ariel about, I do intend to try to change it through nurture. I am not opposed to you attempting to move the goo towards me to see how it responds. I will inform you if it becomes excruciatingly painful or if I feel that I will be ripped asunder from within.
Perhaps try to reach out for it yourself instead of...
Like, you come near me. Or perhaps I move slowly from a distance, not just like, wham!
Yes, ideally not wham. Terrible band. Fuck you, George Michael.
Whoa, wait, yo.
Whoa! But I am here to assist. You all have done right by me with protecting me thus far, and I understand that it is important for you to attempt to come to the heart of these mysteries.
I'm trying to think if there's like a soft area in the cave that if she were to like get like thrown back, she wouldn't like knock herself out on the like cavern wall, or if there's like
By the
blankets or
snowy
something.
entrance.
Yeah, let's do that.
Where
Bam.
Grimdar is.
Bam!
Just punching her.
Bam!
Here,
Bam!
let's go to the safe place by the small dwarven man with a hammer. It's safer over there.
Grimdar, you're working up a sweat. Why don't you go take a break for a second?
Okay. Oh.
Is there food?
Huh?
Has anyone like made food by the fire?
Yeah, people are currently cooking.
Why don't you go get some food, Grimdar?
Oatmeal.
I don't know what's over there.
Oatmeal.
Double dogs.
Oh, love them.
Hot dogs.
Why don't you go find out what they've cooked up?
I'm tired.
Why don't you take a nap, bud?
Alright, well he's here.
He's having sleep for dinner.
Oh.
Can't.
Oh.
He's thinking of the hot rock again.
Oatmeal.
It's food. I got it.
Oatmeal.
Wembley. Wait.
You see Edelstahn's arm just reach out and just, like a shepherd's hook, just clasp around him and just slide him like a
Like a bowling
fucking,
ball.
like a bowling ball down the lane of the cave towards the oatmeal cauldron. Quiet.
Imagine like a comedy, like a cartoon comedy
absolutely.
after.
Yes. Right, and, you know, Grimdar just, like, slaps into the side of the cauldron. Oh, oatmeal. Just leans his face into a bowl that definitely was being held in front of another child that was standing there, and he just face plants into the bowl.
Is it
Who's
Grams?
holding it? Yeah.
Who's holding
yeah.
it? I'll say that Luna's holding it, 'cause that's hysterical. And I'll say that it's definitely the, like, sweet little 7-year-old fairy girl that's just, like, this big. That she was like, I don't really know what's the best way to feed you, and just face planted into. Oh my god damn it!
It goes flying everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like there's porridge now just like splashed onto her shirt and face, and she's like, why did we keep him? We should have thrown him out.
Oh, God! We should have.
She just grabs the back of his hair and pulls him out. Breathe! And jams him back in.
Hide.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, so I mean that's happening over there. You know, Sabrina's just kind of standing here like I'll go over towards the snowy entrance.
Yeah, if we could just make sure you're as safe as we can with what's to happen, I guess.
Yes, this also puts me the furthest away from the children.
Yeah, which is probably a safe bet too.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would say I'm like 10 feet from her.
Sure.
And just like hold out the vial again to show her like it's corked, I'm not gonna hurt you ever.
Yeah, she got her back against the wall and she's like, I'll leave my arms out to the side. Be gone!
Oh, I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I take a step.
Nothing.
Another step.
Nothing. Yeah, I'd say you're still like roughly 8 feet away.
Yeah, just very slowly, step by step.
Yeah,
until
like
she starts to feel something.
yeah. When you get about 2.5, 3 feet away from her, like she shakes slightly. Yes, it definitely feels harder to move. Like I feel a heaviness, like a weariness almost in my body, but it comes with the same sensation of constriction. So hard for me to, like, she would very slowly rotate her hands. Very difficult for me to move.
But you can breathe and you still feel okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you not experience this when you were climbing out of the cave?
We lifted her.
Not only that, but this wasn't exposed to go. Like it's the
Right,
thick...
but the vines were literally all encompassing.
It was a 25-foot diameter, and then it wasn't that they were all encompassing. It was that they were at
Sporadic points.
Oh, they were at spread, but she was still close to them, like right.
I'm gonna use the
Look on the yob.
So like a vine, a vine, a vine, a vine, a vine. Not like vine.
Okay, okay.
Vine. So like boy.
Boy.
So like when she's elevated in towards the center, like obviously a little offset, she would have still been
Like 20 feet or
yeah,
10 feet,
like
10,
10-ish feet away from them, to where her being 10 feet, she's saying no problem.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's also to it exposed.
Like this is a concentrated
Yeah.
goo, whereas that's like...
Right. Well, yeah. I'm wondering. I was wondering
Yes.
if the reaction would be the same.
Yes.
While that's happening, I'm going to use my Helm of Telepathy to detect thoughts on Sabrina to see if I can catch any, like, negative feelings coming from somewhere in, like, her mind.
Baby monitor?
Can you read that with telepathy real quick?
Yes.
He's using
Because
the
it
baby
permits you to
monitor.
cast detect thoughts, correct? Specifically.
Ultrasound.
Yes. I can also cast Suggestion separately. Detect Thoughts is at will. Suggestion is...
Yeah. I don't care about
Yeah.
suggestion right now. I care about detect thoughts.
Yes, I can cast Detect Thoughts. I have to be able to see the creature, which is why I'm not targeting it specifically.
Yeah, you're targeting her.
Correct.
However, detect thoughts also permits you to detect thoughts for creatures within certain distances as well, if I remember correctly. I need to know whether or not there's any restriction on a barrier. Because, like, again,
He has
Can
full
I have
coverage.
detect thoughts is genuinely a thing that gets
Sure,
used
yeah,
for
I can
determining,
detect-
like, invisible creatures.
Yeah, I
and
can
shit.
detect the presence of thinking creatures that I can't see anything but 2 inches of rock, metal other than lead, a thin sheet of lead blocks. So, yeah, 2
Let
feet
me take
of
off
rock.
my lead shirt.
Yeah.
Again,
My
that is
lead
why-
uterus.
Yeah, I can't detect something with a intelligence of 3 or lower, or one that doesn't speak any languages.
Oh, no, it speaks.
Yeah, of course it
God.
speaks.
Of course.
Once you
Can
detect
stop
it-
her movements.
So once I detect the thoughts, then I can read its thoughts.
Yeah.
So I will
baby
detect
talk.
first and then
Menacingly.
read the thoughts
Yeah.
of after detection, assuming I detect anything.
Oh, you detect, Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great spooky word to describe this feeling. It's that sensation without utilizing a singular word to ascribe to it. It's that sensation. You remember that anger when Adrian taunted you about your experiences and you actively got up and left the
Mhm.
table? It is that same sense of vile that same
Visceral.
like that same overwhelming sensation of malevolence ascribed to hatred that comes with, like, when you see or hear the voice of someone that you truly deep down in your core have been hurt or ruined by, that elation that comes at the thought of them being close to you again and you now being capable of destroying it.
Disdain.
So, disdain, but like elated disdain, like, fucking get over here. So yeah, that.
Okay.
You're saying he wants to kill it? Or
Kill
it wants to
who?
kill him? Okay, he's... could be either.
Are you then going to detect
Kill or
thoughts?
Yes.
Well,
Make a wisdom save.
yeah, no, not incorrect. Make an intelligence save, actually.
Ooh!
Smarty pants. You got a big brain. Dog.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not
okay.
probing further.
Come on, nerd. Probe.
Wait, you're
Wait.
not probing further?
Well, you said you were.
Yeah, you want to know
No,
what he's
I'm
thinking.
detecting thoughts. I'm not pushing deeper.
So detecting thoughts then would just be the emotional response that I've given you already.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Think
that's the
what he's
surface
saying.
thoughts.
Like, you only get surface emotional responsiveness. If you're trying to actually detect thoughts, like formulated thoughts,
Sure.
you have to push deeper.
Sure, I'll push deeper. Then.
Poke the bear.
Then make the intelligence
I did. It's
saving.
a 14.
Oh, boy.
Poke the bear.
Little poke.
I was gonna say elongated probe, but
Kind
Hey,
Hey,
yo.
yo.
right? It's awful.
What kind of game are we playing now? My God.
You love me.
What are you doing to my waters?
Why are you playing those love games?
Tension is so thick in this room. I need you guys to relax.
I need you to get your feet on your side of the table.
How she? What?
They're like a quarter mile away from each other, and they still end up kicking each other.
My feet are on my side of the table.
Got long legs. Mine not. Your legs are like probably sticking out. You're doing like this with your feet.
Try sitting on your feet.
I don't even reach that far.
Cut them off.
You're literally tucked under my chair. She's like, you're kicking my feet.
You kicked me when I said you're kicking
I would
my
say that last line would repeat over and over and over again.
Okay.
As long as you have detect thoughts up. You rolled a 14?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, my wisdom save for the other thing is 13.
What wisdom save?
So the wisdom save for me penetrating deeper, I
Huh?
think is.
I make a wisdom
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
makes
think so.
No, he makes the
I
whiz
do.
save.
Are you
Yeah.
saying the spell, the save
Yes,
DC?
it's save DC.
Okay.
Your save DC is only a 13?
That's what it says.
Okay, cool.
Isn't that based on your wisdom mod?
Yeah, I mean, it's 8 plus 4. It would be 8 plus...
4 plus 3?
Yeah, dude, it definitely should be. Oh, because it's probably
it's an
using
item.
a different casting mod for... Alright, what's your wisdom modifier?
Plus
the
5.
So that's already 13. So yes. So, sure. It absolutely succeeds, which works great because then I would tell you that you would hear another thing.
I like to think it's just Rick and Morty's just let me out. Let me out. It's not a dance.
This is not a dance. I want to die.
Screaming for help.
Please don't.
Please just let me out. Lubba lubba dub dub.
Okay, so we're all crowded around here, and Ether's obviously put on his special helmet.
It's probing helmet.
Yeah. What are your elf ears here?
What do they eat here?
And then it would go back to repeating the previous line.
Real big Outlast vibes from
That's good.
of the line.
That's a scary game.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a scary
This is
game.
a scary
Is
game.
that what he
Nah.
says in return?
You were cursed for like 40 episodes.
I'll do whatever you want.
It worked out.
Barely.
It's fine.
What's going on over there, buddy?
She got the eyes.
I don't want to check if you're making that face, so
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
you're just gonna walk away?
No. Leave.
I gotta go.
Consciousness.
He just exits the
This
cave.
mortal coil.
I'm gonna go live with the hill people.
And I am going to back up.
Yeah.
I'm still holding the goo.
Yeah, you're roughly 2.5, 3 feet away from her. She's not shaking or anything like that. She's just like
It's hard
steady.
to move.
Yeah, like it's hard to move. It's not painful. And I mean, Aether's standing there with a hat on. And then Aether takes the hat off and moves a step or two back.
Is there a problem?
You should stop.
She said she's
I would-
okay though.
I would stop.
Please.
I was able to detect the thoughts of the
Baby.
definitely not normal child within Sabrina.
Sweet cherub baby, yeah.
Yes, and it said, "You have withered beyond the recognition he held of you. Spread too thin, you will never find him. I will feast." And then it said, "I feel you, wanderer, lost here in time beyond your understanding." So you should...
Was it talking to you?
Yes, absolutely. And then it did repeat, "I will feast," over and over again.
Well, maybe it just planned on feasting on you. It doesn't have any problems with me.
The first part was not directed at me, the second part was.
One more time for me, could you read that back?
I'll post it in the Discord.
Okay.
It's rather lengthy.
Sabrina, how you feeling?
I mean, no change.
Do you...
I feel a slight stirring in my belly.
Like a slither.
One could describe it as a slither, sure,
I
but I mean,
don't-
babies kick.
I don't know how to, like... I'm sure there's a better way of saying this, but, like, do you get, like, a vibe check from the baby? Like I would imagine, like, a mother
Evil.
has, like, an... No, but I would imagine a mother has, like, an intuition of, like, if the baby's, like, upset or...
Evil.
Oh, alright.
Yes, on the note of evil, before I probed deeper into its thoughts, the surface level thoughts that I detected is best described as feelings of malevolence and hatred, the sense that when you hear a voice of someone that hurt you, the elation of being able to hurt them or seek revenge.
Like it felt that.
Yes.
Do we know-
Divine sense?
Yeah, I mean,
Evil.
read Divine
After
Sense.
that.
Is there any barrier?
Baby, it's behind full cover.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, sorry, that was not behind total cover.
Yep. Baby's in full cover.
Damn it.
Damn it! There's lead-lined uteruses, I'm telling you.
No, genuinely, when you ask her a vibe check, she would not just say evil. She would say, like, in terms of its activity, it feels more active when that stuff is near me. Otherwise, it feels quite stationary. Dormant, resting. Hard for me to describe it in a way that attributes any kind of emotional connection to it. Definitely makes me feel hungry, though.
Okay.
The last person that was hungry didn't end
Ether,
well.
if I step away from Sabrina, are you able to still detect how the baby's feeling? Or is it like a...
I would
use?
prefer not to, as it did detect my intrusion the first time, and we have had several instances of people attempting to probe into others' minds and then being unable to leave, or being controlled,
Turn to stone.
turned to stone.
Hearing thunder.
When we went with our great friend from the city, were unable to leave until he murdered everyone in a vision. I would be... no.
I'll check.
We encountered a being in Felfarthen that affected him pretty badly.
Yeah, I'll step away. Or, like, I'll at least put the vial, like, back into my bag, so that way... Or, like, back into my, like, cloak
Yeah,
still.
she kind of like...
6 on burnout.
Sure. You're also using...
Detect thoughts.
Yep.
Do I burn out? Do I have to roll burnout from the...
Yeah, we're in a regular yonder cave.
With an item?
You still cast the spell, it just gives you the opportunity to cast
True,
the spell.
true.
You can do it for free. Fuck it. I would say because you can do it for free, it wouldn't comprise or utilize any of the components. What are the components of the spell? Is there a material component? I don't think so.
For the helmet? Yeah.
Yes, a copper piece.
Yeah, penny for your thoughts.
Yeah. I would say because you're not utilizing any of the material components, I would say you wouldn't burn out there.
Okay, cool.
So it's treated like a cantrip then, yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So you get very similarly the same emotional response of just this unbridled, billowing rage and anger. Ether begins to step away and it kind of subsides.
Oh God.
Okay, good.
No.
Okay. Yeah, like, oh, now he's like
She
super
begins to
chill.
move away, so the goo gets further away, so it subsides.
It's, you said rage?
Yeah,
It's quite angry,
like malevolence, hunger.
hungry. It's calming down because you stepped away, or ether. I'm not 100% sure.
Now that the stuff is like out of
Yeah,
sight,
like 6 feet or so away, and you put it away. Yeah.
I want to move closer to Sabrina.
Yeah.
See if
No change.
okay. I'm gonna put my hands on Sabrina's belly and see if anything happens. If like I feel the baby kicking, or if it's just like yikes, get away from me.
She places her hands on Sabrina's belly. You would feel an incredible, sudden, almost like giddiness, like a giggling.
Oh, he likes me.
Giggling?
Yeah. Do you want to probe deeper, or do we want to stay at yonder surface thoughts of the
I mean, it's
Probe. You gotta
giggling,
probe.
so we
Probe.
probe.
Yeah, dude.
Before I do, I'd like to call my good friend Nesgrim over within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yep. You go over within 10 feet of Felix.
Carrying a bowl of oatmeal.
You stand within 11 feet.
Just a little closer.
I'm right here.
Come on, share your oatmeal.
I'm like
Because you have no idea. Do you have any
like-
idea what's happening right now? Yeah, I'm just going to call you over. Come here.
I'm like 5 feet from him.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Stay right there, and I'll probe deeper.
Sure, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, you make an int save. Well, I know you're here.
Okay. 24. How much do you give me?
4.
28.
So I just see Felix staring intently at Sabrina's belly.
Yeah, my hands are up on it.
And I am staring at a point on the ground, counting to myself in Dwarvish.
Oh no.
As I'm eating my oatmeal. What are we doing?
Talking to the baby
What baby?
in Sabrina's belly.
Eins.
You're talking to the baby?
Well, not really.
It's fine.
we're getting vibe checks off the baby.
Drei.
Is it Jordan?
Yeah, of course it is. Dwarves is German.
He learned his Dwarven from the Zillard
Why?
Ah, damn it, this was still done.
Yeah, I
The
was like,
baby
I didn't
is
see you typing to
mortified
me.
of the goo.
Yeah, I'm just gonna-
Like the goo. The baby's scared of the goo.
Well, DJ knows why.
Oh, I don't know. I just thought we never really got to communicate with the baby. I'm trying to get a feel for it.
How far along is she? She's not that pregnant, right?
I will say that she had insinuated before that she was
It's growing
rapidly
rapidly.
going.
Ah.
That she appears roughly 3 to 4 or 5-ish months, somewhere within that time frame, and she only was impregnated roughly a month ago. Shabam.
Mild panic.
Yeah. No, this is a good time.
I do have
Yep.
No thanks.
All right.
here to share.
Nope. I don't want to.
All right. Well,
Nope.
baby likes
She
nuts.
said I will feast again.
Hungry baby.
Maybe feed it some of that goo.
I don't think I will.
Okay.
Maybe stop touching it.
I'm gonna step away from Sabrina and kind of just like gather the crew away from her, and hopefully out of earshot of
Yeah.
whatever's growing in her.
Yeah. We just huddle up.
Yeah, just
Wait.
escape. So I
As Graham, keep your lips to yourself.
okay, some opportunities over
She's
here,
got
buddy.
oatmeal all over his lips.
Eat my oatmeal.
I know we have mixed feelings about whatever is growing inside of Sabrina, but
The demon baby?
we were just told that with the goo, as well as some of the spellbane, it will paralyze and also like magically paralyze a creature. When the baby's ready to be born, perhaps we can like inject the baby.
Do you think that child will come into this world
Peacefully.
knowing
If
that you're waiting on the other side?
yeah,
That's why we're all huddled.
you do realize that with this thing rapidly growing the way it is, the chances for Sabrina are not really all that good.
I'm aware. But I'm also not willing to let her go peaceful. Like, just call
You break
it.
the connection?
No.
I swear.
I never said I would join the huddle, though.
Sure. What would you be doing?
I would conclude the spell. So I'd not conclude the spell, but I'd wait out the full minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys can continue.
Yeah, I mean, I would just continue listening to its thoughts because it's a 1-month-old that has thinks in complete sentences.
It's pretty notable.
I mean,
Not even a 1 month old.
Yeah,
It's not born.
one
Yeah.
month. Just 1 month
gestation,
cooking.
Yeah.
Incubated? Is that the right word?
It's
Not
negative
even.
months old.
It's not even incubating yet. It's not born yet.
-8.
It's just.
It's cooking.
It's cooking.
Gestating.
Just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Gestation, yeah.
exponentially.
No, I mean, I
It's a
know
chicken.
when what the hell's your brother's name?
Rearda.
Rearda.
That's forced.
Yeah.
Hi.
If there was anything you could have done to help save Rearda before what happened to Rearda,
I did, and he killed me, and then he died.
but if there was something you
And then
could
you
have done,
I did,
And
and
then
he
he-
killed me, and I
right,
died.
and you did everything in your power to try and save him.
Yes, and he killed me, and I died.
You came back.
Yeah, we're kind of running out of chances with that.
I'm just not.
I don't know, I'm feeling good about my chance.
All right, Fountain of Youth, relax.
All right, Mushroom Man.
I'm just saying, I don't think I would be able to live with myself just accepting her fate and calling it that.
Well, I mean,
Do I insight check that? I mean, I'm in its thoughts, right? So
Yeah,
I don't need to insight.
You can
It
insight
means it.
You can
how
lie
is
to
this baby
yourself.
carrying himself when he's saying it?
You can lie to yourself.
Is he fixing his tie? Like,
God damn. This is on fire. Insight. So 22.
Cool. You guys can keep theorizing.
I mean, Goran is a doctor.
I mean, I can run this by Corin and see what he thinks, but I wanted to let you guys know what I'm thinking currently.
I know you mean well, and I know you wish to keep what little family you still have together. But if anybody has the insight for the physiological state of this type of thing, it would probably be him. He has said that he would help in any way that he could. But, yeah, I know that, well, Corin's not going to sugarcoat it, so be ready for that.
I lift my head out of the huddle. Corin?
Yes, feminine problems.
Sort of.
I'll be right there. I'm very understanding and well versed in this now. I've been learning over the porridge.
Forgot he was doing
I was gonna say, like, I don't
Alright.
know if he's gonna be the best OBGYN in this
I'll
situation.
do whatever I can.
So you're a goo boss.
Yes, I've been told.
It's my menstrual cycle. I will dictate.
I'm an armpit.
I've had a few run-ins, yes.
So after talking and discussing some of the herbs that we have and the goo that I have come in possession of,
Yes.
we've learned that if we create this into a poison, we could possibly use it to paralyze as well as like magically inhibit a creature.
All right.
If we were to use this against whatever is growing in Sabrina, do you think that might give her a chance to survive the birth?
Did anyone tell Corin?
Yeah.
He was dead when we found out.
About the baby?
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked to Sabrina after he came back
Okay.
and said, like, they squashed their beef, and he was like, if I can help in any way, I will.
I know it hasn't probably ever been done before, but
Yeah, I was a surgeon. I didn't really deliver babies. But
you're a feminist now.
yes, I am. You're right. I must think from the mindset of a well-informed and understanding man. Babies can do drugs.
Just as long as they're around other people,
As long as they're around.
Surrounded by friends.
That's what I heard.
This man's class carried him. Okay.
No, don't get me wrong. It's probably better if we attempt to utilize it on her. As like an inhalant, it would be absorbed into her and ideally pass, at least in part,
The babe.
to the babe, without giving the full dosage to the baby.
What if the baby's really strong and might need a full dose?
It's not
What
a
if the
normal
baby can
child.
stop its mother from breathing?
There's a lot of us who maybe put a pen
Or rip itself out.
Yeah, you.
have a cage waiting over top of her. Just
Well, I mean, she's a vampire. Mm-hmm. Makes her very resilient. She might be able to sustain herself through the agony. The problem will become, Catherine is actually capable of restoring life to vampires. That is a power that she possesses that no one else does. So it's great that Catherine's alive. She's just blind eating oatmeal.
As opposed to seeing
I just
The
imagine
mouse
like
is sitting there just eating a tiny bowl.
Yeah.
Eating oatmeal.
there's just like a
blindly.
subtitle underneath that's just like eats oatmeal blindly.
Just laughs in Spanish.
Eats oatmeal blindly.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I am worried for Sabrina. I am. And that's
oh yes,
why
understandable.
I'm more concerned about what this child might be and what it might bring to the world after its birth.
Well, I mean, we've got Nesgrim.
I'm still concerned.
You're good at.
Babies.
No, I meant you're a paladin.
Yes?
You're good at staving off disease and illness and other nefarious magics.
Sure.
Give him the baby.
Sure.
If you say so.
I think you and I together might be able to successfully deliver this baby someday.
I just picture both of them with a net. Just like,
I'm
Got
fucking
him.
ready.
These two 25-year-old paladins are crushing.
Yeah.
dog.
And the hammer. I'm ready for whatever happens.
Deliver the baby where?
Out of the body of Sabrina.
Oh.
Like
You're
to
going
see-
to need to spend more time with women talking with them about their issues. It's been very informative for me. I feel enlightened.
You mean deliver the baby to this world?
Well, there's hell.
Which is where that baby should go.
Yes. We're going to
You're one to speak.
That's fair.
we're going to assist Sabrina in delivering the baby, and then care for it and attempt to cleanse any wickedness within.
Did you hear what it said to Ether?
No, I was eating oatmeal. I've not been called over yet for whatever interaction might have happened before my time.
It said, "You have been withered beyond the recognition he held of you. Spread too thin, you will never find him. I will feast," and then it repeated that a bunch. And that
All
said,
right, it's hungry. It's a baby.
I feel you, wanderer, lost here in time beyond your understanding, and then repeated, "I will feast," over and over again.
Oh,
With a wicked nature to it. Hatred, malevolence.
indeed.
Babies can
Revenge
talk and feel
seeking.
hate.
Well, I mean, babies kind of do drain the mother dry to a degree. There is a sense of withering for the mother, as I've heard, as has been described to me by Carolyn and Catherine. So, I mean, that doesn't seem that unorthodox.
But babies don't talk.
Or do they?
No.
No, they don't.
Or do they?
If I have, so after you sent me that, if I have any time left on detect thoughts,
Yeah.
I would have to get close. I would have to get close to Sabrina
Uh-huh.
and her stomach,
Uh-huh.
and I would say softly, "How do I get you out? Just you." And
Like you say that to Sabrina?
no, to her stomach.
Oh,
Like I'm kneeling.
Call me a cab.
Your goober's here.
Call me Goober.
Your goober's here.
Goober.
Only meeting the goober.
5 stars.
5 stars.
I'm not driving that baby anywhere. You left a mess in the back seat.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Little Wayne? Little dog?
What?
We were at baby delivery.
Or do they?
Or do they? Have you ever detected thoughts on a baby before?
I can't say I have.
What if they think in full sentences and you just don't know yet?
I don't think they do.
Have you tried?
I don't know enough about it to dispute it.
Exactly.
But do you?
No.
Or do you?
Or do you?
Or do I?
Carolyn!
Up next, Corin, legal defense attorney.
Carolyn just walked over.
Just all huddled
Yeah, like, why are we doing this?
I'm innocent.
He's eating oatmeal. That's weird.
So you're the only one out of us that has given birth to a child?
Yes, I was under the strong influence of vampirism and narcotics, though. I don't know if she would know the word narcotics. Drugs.
Catherine did too.
Cocaine.
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 Or do you?
Catherine's
A
also
little bit of that Helltown O Snow.
I would just give her the rundown of everything we've just discussed just now to her and be
You
like,
got a demon baby.
possibly. I just... You're the only person that we know of that has delivered a child, so I mean, especially with your interesting circumstances.
Yes, vampirism really put a damper on the birth of Maribel.
I'm so sorry for that.
That's alright. She's safe.
Now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it only took Aether's eternal soul.
Happy to give it.
She just kind of pats you on the back. Good job, champ.
Thank you.
Or do we?
What's your stance on inhale said drugs and or inject the baby with said drugs?
Well, I mean, I was given lots of drugs while in the process of transitioning. Like, again, when I awoke, Maribel had already been taken from me. I had delivered while unconscious. So I'm not certain. Catherine! And Catherine just also blindly walks over. Just follows the voices. She just also joins the huddle.
The huddle's just slowly getting
Alright, spread. What?
I'm trying to figure out best way to go about.
They're talking about drugging a mother during birth. Giving. Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, I can do things like that. You can? Yeah, I mean, way of mercy for a reason. It's a feminist attitude. I understand the plight of women. You do, or do you? Well said.
He pulls out the textbook.
Hold on, I've been doing some reading.
I was gonna say, Corin's like,
I'm kneeling down. I slowly turn.
He pulls out a pair of glasses. As a young girl.
So Corin responds to all of his patients with, "Do you?" Another man doctor gaslighting women.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, a part of Way of Mercy is this is going to sound terrible to say, but in terms of John trying to better explain the mechanics of being a monk, Stunning Strike is also a way of me applying acupuncture pressure points to alleviate sensation in the body. That's wonderful.
just like how I can knock out children.
Or do you?
I did!
Why are you punching kids?
Yeah, who did you knock out?
The bad
sleep with
Sleep!
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought she meant like
Yeah. That's also what
punching them.
I thought you like punched Grimdark.
I thought you were going to say, like, this is going to sound terrible to say. Mazgul.
I don't like that!
What's the best way for me to describe this?
This is gonna sound crazy.
I mean, I could, temporarily apply pressure at certain points in the body that would alleviate her pain, if that's a concern. I could also do it with, not my sticks, but I could get some.
Could you do that to the babe?
I could.
Stunning strike the baby. Wham! You're going nowhere. I see it. It's a crawler.
Back!
He's asleep.
It's wrapped up in the top rope!
Is my sound on?
Get the cord. Here comes the baby with a chair.
Watch out!
We're just gonna WWE wrestle this demon.
Listen, it's gonna come at us like a spider monkey, okay?
I mean, it is.
Lawrence is gonna be so mad when he finds out we were talking.
He's right. He's actually gonna be so upset. I'm so sorry,
This is
Lawrence.
the most wrestling we've ever had in a swamp.
It's the most wrestling we've talked about in or out of game ever.
true.
Fighting a demon child.
No, I would attempt to stunning strike Sabrina to alleviate her pain, and then I could apply acupuncture pressure points, so this way the delivery is smooth and easiest on her, and obviously those things won't necessarily pass to the child, but I'm sure Serafina could assist us in some kind of inhalant-like concoction that we could hold right outside. So when the baby starts to crown, we just
Yeah, I mean, my concern.
loft it in the general.
I do worry for Sabrina, but my biggest
Parabellum.
concern is that if the baby is born too strong for us, I want to make sure
I'm pretty sure there's 30 adults here. We can probably handle one baby.
I don't know.
I mean,
You
look
set
at
up
what
the
happened.
Antichrist.
Look at what happened with Nina.
It took 30
Arthur.
adults for us to cleanse someone.
If there would have
Who
been
is
someone there
fighting
to
to
punch
not-
Nina straight in the face coming out of the womb, maybe. Alright?
All right, fair. I guess we are dealing with supernatural powers, so I guess we'll have Serafina start to look into how to best create a paralytic that can pass.
Microdose the goo to the baby is all I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying it fears.
It fears? What fears? Catherine and Carolyn don't know what you're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about.
So
as a genuine thing.
okay.
Just in terms of the role play for how you would explain it to them.
So I was able to extract some of the sap from the widow's wail, and in conjunction with the spellbane, we discovered it will paralyze and also stop magic use from the creature. So
Okay.
I think doing that for the babe when it's born, if it does have magical properties or super strength for whatever reason, because I don't know what this thing is.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's-
genuinely during the conversation, Sabrina would kind of wander over and be like, "Is everything all right? You guys have been huddling for 7 minutes."
If I see her approaching, I'm just...
Yeah, I was still with her.
Yeah.
So I would have stopped her had she gone
Yeah,
to
she would
approach.
begin to walk over, so you can absolutely intervene.
Yeah, maybe we should wait here.
Oh, all right.
I'm assuming it's concluded at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
mhm. I understand. Best to formulate a plan without my knowledge.
Right.
Just know that I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Thank you. Both of them would just kind of be like, I mean, there is the possibility that something that is potent enough to render Sabrina unconscious. I mean, again, Carolyn would be like, I did give birth while effectively unconscious. Obviously, I wasn't capable of pushing, which did, I imagine, propose some kind of problems, but they were capable of delivering the baby. I do not know if that's something that we would be able to do with Sabrina, to bring her to a state of almost fully paralyzed, ideally still conscious and coherent and capable of pushing, but I also don't know, we've never delivered a demon baby, so it might be a very swift delivery. It might, just...
Well,
Didn't we technically?
see a
It wasn't
demon
a
get
baby.
bored?
Yeah.
Born? Yeah.
Yeah.
Myrda.
Yeah.
Right. And that was quite the
Explosive event.
explosive birth. Yeah.
All right. That's bad. But, I mean, yeah, then I guess the best bet is to probably just fuck Sabrina up.
She doesn't have any horns poking out of her, so that's good.
Yes.
What do you? That's the title of my next book.
I'll just yell over to the group. Let us know when it's safe to come over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's up to you guys.
This is the North, boy. It's never safe. Grow up, Phoenix.
I think.
Dang.
No, I think incapacitating Sabrina to make the birthing easy, as well as standing by with nets or sedation or something for the baby.
It's a big soccer net.
Yeah, literally. Just a fucking goalie
Go!
Nets.
I don't know what this thing is gonna be when it comes out of her.
Well, remains to be seen. Or the remains will be seen.
I can't see.
That's so rude, Borstar.
I'll hear it.
Oh, Carolyn.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna Catherine. I'm gonna poke the mouse's nose as she says
Yeah,
that.
I mean, the mouse is just kind of like resting on.
Chuckle a little bit.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like. Yeah, just give a little squeak. Thank you. Nobody's ever touched my mouse.
Yes. So many years.
It's been a while.
Damn, Arthur.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl over here.
She did flirt with him fucking
Yep.
80 episodes ago.
Yeah, she did.
Now's the payoff.
We've been waiting a long time.
Because I'm probably gonna die when
This
I do
is
these
the
drugs.
slow burn you've been looking for.
I'll bring it back. I'm gonna
We've
go fucking
spoken
blind.
maybe all of 6 sentences to one
We're gonna
another.
fuck this mouse.
It was never Catherine, it was the mouse!
He just shifts into a dog.
I think I've read this book is if you give a mouse a boop on the nose.
He gets a mouse a boop.
I was gonna say cookie. That's the book. Yeah, but we'll see. It's either gonna happen or it's not.
At this point, the cave would just start to be filled with the very, like, low, deep rumblings of Adelstan snoring. Just.
Oh, relax.
What kind of process or progress is Grimdar making on that?
Oh,
He's
asleep.
He
Yeah,
fell
he's-
asleep in the oatmeal.
We told him to stop so we could
Just
put
like
Catherine-
Rita.
Yeah, Reader's also passed out in the oatmeal. A lot of the kids are asleep. Again, it's been, a
All of
rough
the
few
oatmeal.
days. Yeah. All the oatmeal was drugged. Seraphine is just...
I was gonna say that's what she did with it.
Salt, baby!
Guinea pig, she got it.
Yeah. Cracks her knuckles, looks at all the, sleeping children. Job well done. And Woody's just like, it's 2 p.m! They're gonna be awake all night! And then they just eat more oatmeal.
Or will they?
Or will
He just cracks his knuckles.
Yeah.
I was among ones.
Right? Y'all are standing here.
Can you cast silence on that? I'll point to Adelstan looking at you.
Yeah, fucking a cat silence on Hiddleston.
Yeah. No noise comes from his area now.
Does the rumble still happen, or does it?
I feel like you could still feel it.
It stops
because
thunder damage.
Thunder does not
Yeah.
affect things. Yes, I would make the same exact supposition that there would be no tremors around him.
Is it safe for the two of them to join us now?
I think so.
Right, Red Rover, Felix, you can come over.
Green Rover.
Green Rover.
I'll look at Sabrina. I guess you can too.
Yes, both of you.
Oh, I thought I was Rover and you were Green.
Yes.
I don't understand why you'd call me Rover.
No, it
You
is.
sure do get around.
Wow. No,
That's a
it
terrible
was a
thing to say.
It was
You're a
a
pregnant woman, that's so rude.
child's game from my town.
What the fuck's a rover, Don?
What is it?
What's
That's
a
the name
rover?
of my dog.
That's
Back
fucking...
in hell.
Back in
Your
her
hell
town, though.
dogs?
Whoa.
My sea dog. Okay.
That is offensive.
bitches.
Playing dog games.
25-year-old Nesgrim has less game than old Nesgrim.
It took him 25 years to
In
get
fact,
the game.
even more rude.
Yeah, no, she just kind of walks over and just shakes her head. I'll remember that next one. A single tear.
Nesgrim didn't say that. DJ did.
Corin
Sabrina
looks
will
up from his
remember
book.
this.
Don't. Yeah, no, I mean, Sabrina walks over, so, everything all right?
Yes. How's the little guy?
Well, the monster within my womb?
She said it.
Terrible as always.
All right.
So am I gonna do these drugs or what?
I guess I'll have some oatmeal. While I wait for the devil to tear me asunder. He just walks over towards the cauldron. There's drugs in this, right? Oh yeah, a lot. Good. I'm gonna sleep well.
Whole cave doing hot stuff.
She just starts housing some oatmeal.
Yeah, she's fairly far away, right?
Yeah, she's roughly like 20, 25 feet away now.
Wait a minute, the oatmeal's drugged?
Yeah. Paladin.
That's why I'm the only one still awake.
Oatmeal's great.
Oatmeal's so good.
There's chunks of crystals in mine. It's the weirdest thing.
It's French.
It's when I detected the child's thoughts, it sounded like there were two beings in there.
Oh,
What?
great.
The second,
Twins?
no, I don't think so.
An Arthur situation.
Maybe.
Or,
I don't think it's that. But the deep, you heard the deep voice, right?
You heard the deep voice? Yes.
I heard what sounded like a little girl.
oh no.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Did it sound like a little girl you've heard of before?
No.
Okay.
But
No.
she's. So the deep voice obviously sounded like I'm assuming like a grown man.
Yeah.
But this sounded like a little girl, like
Hey, get me out of here.
like 5. Hey, let me out of this place! Fucking made of lead.
I'll give you about $50 if you get me out of here. Off the books.
Hey, I'm gestating here.
Forget about it.
There's a nice salon
That ass
sandwich.
fucking attack.
That's fucking Oshuamp. She sounded like she was 7 years old, about. Strangely. I don't. It seems genuine and not a trick. I'm not sure.
I'm a little concerned that there's a 5-year-old. My 5-month pregnant friend.
Not a man.
One month.
1 month.
Sorry, you're right.
Not a man.
The man.
That's a different concern.
I'm concerned that both of them can have complete thoughts in common.
Yes, that is
That's not normal. Not point at Corin.
not great.
No,
Boris.
that's not normal at all. From what I know.
I'm just curious. So I have like a bunch of souls in me, probably, right?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Nobody's ever.
They sound like fractions of souls, not whole souls.
Yeah, but you've never cast a detect or like.
Detect soul.
Yeah, detect souls. Like read thoughts or whatever that was you just did.
I could try.
I mean, I'll give it a go.
Oh, all right.
I feel like you've experienced enough mental horror today.
Yes.
Look at me with your special eyes.
It was nice to me. I don't know, it's just you.
It was your birthday recently.
Both voices were nice to you?
It's been a month, dude.
Both voices were nice to you?
Yeah, sure.
Aw, Uncle
That's not
Felix.
forgetting a chunk.
Uncle
I mean,
Felix.
the masculine voice wasn't really directed at you.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Because you passed the int save.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like,
nice. Just, just two souls hanging out.
you gonna detect
Doing
thoughts
soul
on
stuff.
Thariel?
I got message.
No. Alright.
So I'm gonna try and place a hand in my temple and one of hers, and like stare into her eyes and try to speak past her.
All right.
if that's possible.
No. Unfortunately not.
You just hear it in your head. Hello!
Hello.
It was very loud.
Is
there an echo in here?
You say you hear Force say hello. You can respond if you would like to whisper.
We see him moving his lips, right?
Yeah.
Why are you
You also,
yelling?
I think there's verbal.
There's a material component. There's a piece of like copper wire that's required.
Oh, is it, don't you have to actually speak the words that you
Yeah,
heard?
you whisper.
Oh.
You mutter under your breath.
I think it's just me in here.
I think she's clear.
Force, you're just talking.
That's voice. That's just that's
No, it's
that's
magic.
message.
It's magic.
It is magic,
Yes.
but like it's not the same as reading someone's mind. You're just speaking to them.
Like talking.
Yes.
But it's magic.
It is. It's wonderful magic. You are a very talented magician.
We're both so special.
If there maybe one of you two could try.
Do you wanna flip a coin or
Oh, sure.
I'm already in.
odds?
Hold on. Which one?
Odds.
High roll?
I roll.
On a D12?
Wait, I rolled a 20. I thought you said a 20.
Well, I guess you won.
18.
15. Good luck.
All right.
What's
It's
your...
done once, so
But
shouldn't
wait,
you
what's
have
your
to roll?
no you do it
He wanted
modifier?
it. This is a wanted thing.
Oh, you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Puts the helmet back on.
Couldn't you technically both do it?
I don't want it.
Who needs
I don't
therapy? We
want
can
to
just
either,
have
but-
friends probe your mind. That's
I don't want to either, but rules are rules.
What's your emotional state? You get to describe that to him. I don't dictate how you feel.
Don't want to get down.
Good.
Slight sense of concern. Curiousness. And apathetic.
Are you probing deeper?
Yes.
Cool. You make a wisdom save. If you would like. Are you attempting to resist?
Oh,
him?
no, yeah.
Cool. Yep. She fails. Great. What are your deeper thoughts?
Really worried about my friend. Like, somehow feel guilty about it. Just like some sense of like guilt with the things happening with Sabrina.
Sure. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna. I'm already.
I'm also speaking in Infernal.
Oh, okay. Great. Very good.
Oh no.
I don't speak that. So.
Now you do.
He just hears it.
He's speaking.
I've been trying to reach you at your car's extended warranty.
Just the wind spell works.
Yep. No, absolutely. Yeah. Obviously, I don't detect other thoughts. So. Yep. Yeah. I'll leave.
Nothing?
Oh, fuck.
She's not gonna answer me!
Fuck off.
Alright.
Doesn't even take the helmet off. He just walks away.
No, there's nothing other than your own thoughts, of course.
I like pause for a second.
Nothing.
Boom, roast.
Like a glass of milk just tipped over.
Lights are on. Nobody's home.
Are you looking to toast?
There is nothing but your own thoughts.
Ethan, you should be nicer to women. They've been through a lot. Please, let me tell you. I have this book.
Let me tell you about the plight of the woman.
Yes, come. We should have some tea and have a long talk. I hear women like tea.
Or do they?
Or do they? It could be a ruse.
Everyone finished their tea in the carriage. I don't understand.
There is nothing further besides your own thoughts. No other lingering echoes or anything, as it were.
Alright, well, at least we tried.
Yes.
12 pieces to make a whole. Whole you. Okay.
So drugs?
No, I don't.
Come on, stop being a narc.
He threw you off all the time.
Very specific
Is there anything
requirements.
here that you could use for any of your work?
Any of those herbs?
Yeah.
We're just all over them.
I don't
No.
know.
Is there any that Adrian used to use?
I don't know.
Not off the top of my head that I can. I'll hop back to his. Nope.
I have a question for Ritola.
Me?
Yeah. These herbs, can you multiply them?
No, I can only grow things. I don't think I can multiply anything that's already been taken from its roots. I might be able to propagate them, but the herbs are they dried or are they
No, they were freshly plucked.
freshly?
So like they would still have, you know, the other elements of like the stem and stuff.
So we could replant them,
We could replant them.
and you could multiply them.
I mean, still not multiply. I could encourage them to grow.
Didn't the moonflowers spread?
Yeah, but this is also a cave that had a source of water.
That was also a very.
Blood purge usually grows next to lakes.
That was a very sacred place. What happened there should not have happened based on what I did.
Okay.
We can plant them. I can certainly try, but I do. Let's see.
I would say that as you're pondering and considering this, you know, the other members of the guild would, a lot of them that have had porridge are now starting to kind of like settle into various spots around the cave to try to like get some sleep, just because it has been a harrowing few days between, you know, the devil and all the other horrible things that have happened. A lot of people died and came back to life. I would say that for you, because your passive perception is very high, you would see out of the corner of your eye a familiar... you wouldn't hear anything, but like you would see a familiar pose for like Iris standing near the cauldron like this.
She's just...
No, she's just...
Iris?
I'm on the phone.
Oh, I thought she had
It's
hung up.
rude to interrupt.
Sorry, I thought you had hung up.
What do you want?
Who's calling?
I'm calling.
Oh, who are you calling?
T.U. Erdl.
Oh, alright.
I wanted to pitch a book idea to him.
I think he is sleeping, is he not?
Yes, I am leaving a voice.
Okay.
You have reached T.U. Erdl. I'm unavailable to answer your call right now, but if you leave your name, and that's it.
I'll get back to you in 40 to 50 years when I rise again.
Leave the message after that.
Oh, gotcha. Fake voicemail.
So listen, I'm thinking about another smut idea. Like, I know the other ones you've not really used the things that I've recommended. You've used things around it. Hold on, I have to call you again.
Oh my god, she's spam calling.
Hi, it's Iris again.
Another idea.
Sorry.
She's burning up the words to say. Iris again.
So anyway, listen. I really think you should give Ether and Forst a chance. Like, I think that there's something brewing there. Like,
I ship it.
it's brotherly, but hold on. But like passionate. Oh, it's Iris. It feels like.
Wait, are these gonna be in reverse?
Like, yeah,
It's not gonna make any sense.
like they don't realize how deep the feelings go. Like, it starts with trust. Hold on. But, like, it builds.
Sarah's dying.
Like they've been through so much. He brought him back from the dead to you.
The title could be a dog and his bone.
Ether, thank you.
Give a dog a bone!
Give the dog a bone.
I hate
Like,
this.
like a penis. Like, you know that thing. Hold on. Well, no, get back to me when you can. I'll start, some basic synopsis work.
Silence.
I have now realized that they've been listening to me.
About.
They've tapped the line for me. I've got to go.
You're speaking out loud.
What?
Okay, you're speaking at full volume.
You started to get louder the longer that conversation went on.
Iris, you're sweating.
It's very warm in this cave. This icy cave.
That does sound like a great smut idea, though.
You think so? I've always wanted to be a published author, but I've never...
Iris, I'm sorry. Could I interrupt?
Yes.
Just one moment.
Yes.
I'm trying to multiply our resources here with Vertora.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean
We
to
can do that
interrupt or
separate
anything.
from what Iris. We don't have to interrupt.
No, I'm going to interrupt Iris because she interrupted us.
Sorry, didn't
Just
mean to do
have
that.
some more oatmeal because you don't look tired enough. I know you meditate. I want you out.
I've
Just
had
go to
a
sleep.
lot of oatmeal. That's why I'm comfortable enough to do this right now. To you, I don't care that they're hearing.
Vorst,
We're going to work this out.
Vorst, can you put her to sleep?
Let them listen. I don't
I
care.
walked away.
Vorst, please.
Listen, I miss you, TU. There was something so peaceful about your grotto.
How close is she to the bubble of silence?
It's on like the other side of the
Yeah,
cave.
she's
Damn it!
she's pretty far away. She's
Okay.
a good like 20 feet
I'm gonna
away.
just shove her.
Just, it was nice to get to relax. I didn't want to miss out on what we're all trying to do, but we've been through so much, and I think everyone here deserves a break. And I know that you do too, and I'm sorry for calling so much, but I just really believe in that book. I'll call you tomorrow. Sorry, go ahead. She just wipes like one tear off her cheek.
Do you think it's doable? Not the book.
The book? Yeah,
No,
of course.
I said not the book.
It's a brilliant idea.
I said not the book.
Oh, sorry. Them then? I mean, it's doable, yeah.
I deal 2 damage to her. Psychic damage. I poke her.
Oh,
Come on.
alright, I'll... Maybe Braille then? You think it'd be better if it was... Or a pop-up book? You know? Things can pop up
I
that
will
way.
use non-lethal to knock her out. I just give her like this threatening face, like,
Oh, you're very busy. Forgive me. Corin!
oh Jesus.
Corin, I have something I should talk with you about. Or do you? Yes. Oh, all right. Catherine, Carolyn, please. Your insight is always helpful. Yeah, sure. They can know. Why not? You know, fan theories. Let's ship some friends. I don't know what that means, but I'm eager to learn and better understand women. He just moseys on over.
So back to my question. Do you think you'd be able to grow more
Here's the thing.
if we needed to?
Not on a small scale.
That's fine.
I
Nesgrim's strong.
I didn't have better words for it.
What are you writing a novel over there? What is happening? What were you gonna say?
the spell that I used in the grotto. I can use it quickly and kind of create a mess of things. I, I can take several hours and use it on a large area.
Okay.
About a half-mile radius.
Oh. That's pretty big.
And spell, if you cast a spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants in a half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for 1 year, and the plants yield twice the normal amount of food when harvested. So I imagine that would also apply to herbs, like medicinal herbs.
Sorry, I was answering multiple questions
Yeah.
there. Yeah. What's up?
For plant growth,
Yeah.
it says that plants in the enriched area yield twice the amount of food.
Harvestable stuff. Sure.
Would it be all harvestable stuff, including like medicinal herbs and such, or are you going to limit that to food?
It's a
as
plant.
spell?
I would say yes. You harvest it. It feels kind of, I don't know, poor mannered for me to make it where it's only a crop that's edible. That feels like a weird restriction for me to plant on something.
That's great.
Yeah.
I don't know what else it will affect.
So we should do it in a controlled area.
I don't know if there's a controlled mile-long area. We're questioning if the widow's wail is a plant, and seemingly leaning towards maybe no. But if it is, I don't want to enrich that as well.
So maybe avoid bones. Or not. Maybe the bones of the ancient ones would be a good spot.
I do not know about that. Why would that be good?
Because they were gods? According to T.U. Ertl,
That is true.
they were also eaten.
Yes.
Just a thought. But that is a large area.
It's a large area, and I don't know how deep it goes. I haven't used it for that purpose. For that reason. In the grotto it was different. I didn't take long to cast and only intended to use it in a small area. I didn't even think it would work, but I think just because of how sacred that space was, it just sped along processes that were already beginning.
Okay.
But up here, I don't know what would happen.
Alright, well, I mean, we can use it if we need it. Or not. It's up to you. It's your magic. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
In case we run low on supplies.
It is a good thought if we are running out of the crucial herbs that we need for healing or for any other things. It is a good thought. As long as we have a little bit of each of them, we should be able to cultivate something.
If it becomes necessary, then I might be able to do that, but the spell lasts a year.
That's good.
It's probably use it sparingly. It's a long time.
I don't think I can undo it.
Well, weren't you healing the land where you came from? So couldn't you just remove the bad? Are you no longer able to do that?
I thought I was healing the land. I have a lot of questions for Delawin about what happened there. I know he wasn't entirely truthful with me about what we were doing. But I do know when I left, he was siphoning off whatever power was coming from the land.
From the bad land?
It was the bad.
For what Delwyn was
what
doing?
Delwyn was doing, yeah.
Yes, Delwyn was siphoning off magic from the blighted areas at the base of the trees.
So he was eating the blight effectively?
He was bottling it and handing it over to some
Dudes.
some robed men, women. I didn't see their faces.
We saw it in the vision, right? The robe men?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember what type of clothes they were wearing?
Just generic black robes. They didn't look like they had any markings or anything like that in particular to affiliate them with anything.
Okay. I'm sure he had a reason. Don't imagine he was doing it for fun. Maybe he was. I don't know, Delwyn.
I wonder what that reason was.
Well,
I'm still not sure.
He's around here somewhere, right?
According to the rumors that we've heard. But we haven't seen him.
Nor are we really safe in the city right now. It has not been long enough.
I don't know who he works with. Even within the city.
Huh. Not sure. Do you want some oatmeal?
I mean, I'll eat some oatmeal. You know we can't be put to sleep by this, right?
It's drugged. What do you mean? Why not?
I mean, is it magically drugged?
No.
Or is it just drugged?
Drug.
It's drug
Drugs work.
This is chemistry.
Drugs, yeah. No, absolutely. Like, you can't be put to sleep by magical effects. This is not a magical effect. This is a natural effect.
You could go to sleep, or you'd become loopy like Iris over there.
It's ours asleep.
I'm so tired. I've eaten so much oatmeal. Is it tomorrow yet?
I think I'd like to keep my wits about me. I know we're mostly safe in this cave, but I don't want to be knocked out.
Okay. I don't really have a choice. Nothing. I'm gonna go have some oatmeal and be knocked out. Go get me some. Unless Grimdar is actively in the cauldron, then we have an issue.
Nah, he's not in the cauldron. He's just face first bubbling in a bowl of oatmeal.
Was there non-drugged dinner?
Nope.
No.
Why don't you go get you some? As I come back to the group.
Are all the children asleep?
Yeah.
All of the children.
Yeah. Grimdar and Bran are both asleep.
Good. Okay.
Bran's just like...
Who drugged the oatmeal?
Give me your money.
Who didn't? Who didn't?
They all just...
They all did.
Yeah, that's why there's so much. They all were like, it'd be really great.
There's no fucking... there's no spiders in here. I'm catching up.
Ooh,
But I got downtime now.
I'll take some bites meal.
Yeah, we're gonna sleep till the morning with the amount of drugs they put.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that was my thought. This gives me a nice opportunity to start us on a fresh day.
That's fine.
Say that, yeah, no, everybody enjoys some oatmeal, and we get a cool, 13 to 14 hours of, deep, restful, relaxing sleep. Oh my god.
I guess I do have to eat the oatmeal if there's no other food.
I mean, that's up to you. You can sit there hungry.
Starve.
Then starve!
Yeah, you can sit there hungry for 13 hours while your friends all sleep. That's up to you. I'm not here to make anyone's decisions.
Sounds terrible.
As people start passing out,
Run their
when
pockets.
I get a moment, before you eat yours,
Mm-hmm.
I would have pulled you aside.
Sure.
You know,
Ariel's just like,
no, you know
kinda
she's not
loopy.
lying. It's a good story.
It's happening.
I do have a litany of bones.
He said it,
Yes.
folks.
Flavoring my bone with
Racist.
Have a structured settlement. I need bones now.
You know, I've been wanting to ask you, but it's always been a bad time while we were down in the caves. And I know it's also in bad taste too, because I'd be asking you to do something that I know that you detest.
I'm not. Yes.
The magic that Adrian performed.
Yes.
so sexual.
I'm like,
Only if you make it.
I'm fighting to stay awake. What the fuck?
Holy shit, I surely was right. She is grinning.
Yeah. I know it's a mockery of your magic.
They're gonna do it.
Would we be able to use it to, like... I want to come to terms with what I saw. I want to
Sure.
know what happened when I died.
I think my problem with what Adrian did is, despite accepting the cost onto himself, he did things in my eyes for money, not necessarily to help people. I have no problem with the magic.
It still has undertones. How?
He was a whore. I do it for love.
for money.
I'm not doing this for money, boys. I'm doing it because I want to.
I'm doing it because I love you.
Go eat your porridge.
I do not have an issue with the magic inherently. So between yes, I think that we could set up that ritual with some of your blood similar to what Adrian did, and I could alter it with the way that I do my ritual, so that way you could witness as well.
Yeah, and like I still remember some of the stuff that Malthel and Melisy used to. Like the shamans in my tribe, they did this kind of thing, like dream walking like they did.
Yes.
But I don't know what they use. I just remember the smells.
Mm.
And like I want to try to keep in touch with that. Like I want to it's a lost art now.
Sure.
And I feel like it'd be keeping their memory alive.
I understand.
I spoke with Seraphina briefly about like what kind of stuff that she knows and how that stuff works. She said she could get me a list. So maybe we'll work on that.
All right. I would be happy to assist however possible.
Cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
I appreciate that was difficult to ask, and I understand. But do not worry.
Alright.
I will help you. You are a friend.
Do you want some like regular ass rations? Because apparently the oatmeal's giving everybody the giggles.
No, I am all right. I think we could all use with a laugh and some rest.
Okay.
He's got a list of dudes for him.
I was like, I'm gonna keep my cool. And you're like,
Yeah, I kept wrapping back around.
I hear John laughing on this side. I see you laughing over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk over to the wall of snow,
Yeah.
find a spot, and lay down with my oatmeal.
Mm-hmm. Are you also eating oatmeal?
Yes.
Yeah. I would say, you know, like I was getting to a little bit earlier, the It's a very peaceful and restful sleep. Like it's deep. There's no dreams or anything like that. And roughly like 12 to 13 hours later, so it would be an early start for the next day, like roughly 4 in the morning. Which obviously we know because of the orbit time. Like there's not really any light coming in because it's
4 a.m.
it's obscured by a snow-covered door. Yeah, I mean, you guys would start to wake up. Like, you would see that Adelstan is up and about. Like, everybody else is kind of still pretty weary and groggy and getting up in the morning. There would be a lingering, like, fatigue in the body. Adelstan would be up and just pushing the snow out from the doorway, just out into the world. Just, 2 big hands comprising almost the entire center, and he would just look over. Good morning. Adelstan plowing.
Thank you. That is very helpful.
Adelstan makes snow go away.
Yes. So that we can exit the cave.
You're leaving?
Not forever. And not all of us. All of the children, all of your new friends are staying.
Adelstan has many friends now.
Yes.
Protect.
Exactly.
Smush bad things.
Yes.
Keep cave safe.
Yes, exactly. You have a new small family.
Small.
Yes.
Very small.
Very small.
Push. Okay. You guys wake up and it's a cool 4 a.m. What do you guys want to do? Yeah, what you got?
Back to sleep.
4 a.m. breakfast.
Hey, oatmeal.
Hey guys, this is a movie left.
I'm farming hit dice.
Yeah, no, again, you guys have to tell me what you want to do. Like,
Where are we going?
this is the sandbox portion where,
We have not had this choice in so long.
yeah,
I'm going to tell you one thing, and then we're going to do something completely different next week.
that's good.
I mean, for what it's
He's
worth,
ready for it this time.
we could start fresh day next time.
Well, I think John needs to prepare where we're going.
Yes, very much that.
So I don't think we can do that.
Like, we've had discussions around about where we think we want to go.
Where was the tree?
Alglatha? Yeah, that's where we said we were going to go.
Yeah.
I think that's.
But Whitehall's on the way, if I remember correctly. It's not?
I mean, it is
all
on
the way.
on the way, but it's out of the way.
It's north. It's like
It's
northwest as opposed to
whereas
just
we're
north.
going
Okay.
north, kind of east.
So we're gonna hey, if it's clear, we can just take a look.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's up to you guys.
We could at least go to the edge of the woods, and I could utilize the eye in the direction that it is in order to attempt to see it,
Exactly, yes.
and then
yes,
continue
yeah.
north.
I'm sure it's there.
I think that is fine.
Can you see the edge of the woods from the city? Like, obviously,
The
it's a
edge
very.
of the Fellwood?
Yeah, it's a very far distance.
No.
No, okay.
Again, it's predominantly flat plains, but like still natural curvature of the world, and then there's also just
Like
it's-
atmospheric.
Yeah, like it's 20 something miles in the distance. So
Okay.
I think that is a fair plan.
Yeah.
Head to the edge of the woods. Try to see if Whitehall does exist, and then continue north to Alglatha.
It's probably best to skirt the woods as much as we can, since I mean we've been through them.
Yes.
We know. I think we can protect ourselves a bit more easily.
We can
Yes.
also move quicker too. We have our turn around and pet my beautiful white horse.
That is true. And Nesgrim, you have your horse that you can summon.
Riblet.
Riblet,
Yeah, I'm not sure if I unbound that spell or not. No, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
I can also become a horse.
And you have a horse.
we have a litany of horses to try to move fast.
And wings. But you have them.
I do have them.
I
You
think
like
that
being
is-
bird food?
Hmm?
Flying through the air, bird food.
No, birds attack those on the ground.
Okay.
You know, those that can't fly away.
It tracks. Yeah, I guess pack our stuff. Start summoning your horse. We'll get food ready to take on the road.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have.
I'm not saying that you guys need to be prepared to leave immediately. Like, it is just for my intention for preparation for next week. Like, it is obviously dramatically easier if I know the intention of the party beforehand. I'm fine to improv shit, but like, if we're gonna go that way,
That stuff.
yeah, dude, like, I improv all the fall. But, like, if we're gonna go north, it's nice to know that we're gonna go north. But you guys obviously have additional time when we return next week to make further preparations and plans and discussions and things. Like, again, dude, if you guys change your mind and you're like, oh wait, we just talked to, like, you know, fucking Grimdar, and he's like, I want to go hit the fucking
You're not going anywhere.
mountain kids, and it's like, yeah, we want to do that now. Like, obviously you're welcome to change your mind.
Wait, you want to kill the hill boys?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Farm me.
I got some fireballs.
No, I mean, I would say then we will wrap up in the absence of, you know, my traditional spooky cliffhanger, just with the notion of, like, guys are sitting around, waking up, we're preparing breakfast, and we're in the preliminary discussions of where we're going to head next, because now that the world is open to us, there's a litany of possibilities and opportunities ahead.
I think the current plan is go for the edge of the woods.
Yes, I know. I just mean, like, we are concluding in the midst of that conversation. So this way, when we pick up next week, I can, again, offer the opportunity for you guys to continue to go into the preparation stage if there are other elements that you do want to discuss.
Okay.
Very good.
And there.
Very good. Friends, thank you very much for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We will be live next on Monday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So thank you all very much, and we will see you next time.
Good
Goodbye.
night.
Oh, it's over there now. Bye, friends.